Welcome to Primecast. This is Jesse.
My name is Wyatt.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I've been gone and busy and shit.
And disappearing and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been playing Batman recently.
Arkham City?
No, like in real life, like I've been disappearing.
I thought you meant literally playing. Not pretending.
No, I do have Arkham City. I got Arkham City for Christmas last year. It is still in the little plastic wrap.
Did you? I gave that game actually another try, not like a couple weeks ago. I just can't get into those games. I don't care for them.
I hear they're really cool, and I already know how Arkham City ends, so I'm just like, well, never mind. I also have Mortal Kombat I haven't played yet either. And I haven't played Skyrim since February. Like, this might sound crazy or fake, but since I entered my most recent relationship, I have not played Skyrim since before we started dating. I find that hilarious.
That's believable.
It's believable.
You
have food?
I'm eating pizza.
What kind?
Papa John's.
Are you gonna share?
No, it was free. Of course, I'm not going to share. We play the. I should have a free credit on my account there,
Why?
just so we can get free pizza.
You have a free credit? Why? What happened? They like shit your food?
Sometimes it's legit, but sometimes we just like play it. We don't, but we just act like we do, and we get free pizza anyway.
I don't follow.
Just call up your local pizza joint. It's like, hi, like to place an order for large pizza, and there should be a credit on my account for a free large pizza. And they say, oh, it's not there. They'd be like, oh yeah, there is. It should be. Called in last week. They got the toppings all mixed up. Oh, okay, we'll take care of it for you.
That's like the Walmart thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Speaking of Walmart, I went there tonight. I found the new Spider-Man 6-inch figures.
Who was there? Who all was there?
Who all's there?
Yeah, like what figures?
All of them.
Really? I was wondering what the page ratios are on those.
There's actually only one Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
There was like 3 regular Spider-Mans and 2 lizards.
That's pretty cool. I want those. I'm getting money soon, and I'm going to resume my Dreadwing hunt and then get those. Speaking of Dreadwing,
I got him.
Bitch. Yeah.
He's fucking awesome.
Yeah, you spent like $42 on him.
Yeah, well, it was well worth it. It's well worth every bit of that $42. Okay, I'm hearing an echo. You need to put on headphones.
Alright, okay. What about now?
Yep, that's good.
Because I have headphones.
Yep. Yeah, I did not actually get any of this. I definitely want to get the regular movie Spider-Man and Lizard, but I did not want to hear my wife bitch about it because she's on the rag, and she's in a very bitchy mood. So I'm gonna get them eventually. Especially that lizard's huge.
Yeah, I know. There's apparently not in person, but I've seen him like with Spider-Man.
The way it's crunched up in the box feels like it's as big as the Hulk figure, but just skinnier.
Jesus.
I mean, it looks huge, just real slim.
The fuck was I gonna say? I don't remember. Apparently there's a wave 2 of the Amazing Spider-Man 6-inch figures.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's only one figure in it. I bet the rest is repacks, but it's a Peter Parker. It's Spider-Man just with Peter Parker's head, and it comes with a backpack and a skateboard. Yeah.
Huh.
And it comes with a mask, but I don't know if the mask is an alternate head or if it's just like hold the mask. I don't know. But irregardless, I want that really fucking bad. And it really makes me wonder if we're ever gonna get that Thor, that like casual Thor.
I did actually see those pictures, and
Yeah, totally.
that Thor looks really it looks amazing. That
But
the
and I
head
don't.
sculpt is completely different. It goes for more like a ultimate Thor look, but
Hmm.
just kind of movie verse. Like it doesn't have the armor on the sleeves, no cape. It just like the regular design on his vest.
Hmm.
Looks really neat. And god damn it, they need to make a goddamn Black Widow.
Yeah, I know. That's they need to
And,
make a. They should make a Coulson as well.
yeah.
I think
And,
that Thor, Coulson, and Black Widow would be an amazing.
and
Uh,
since last episode, I completed my Avengers. I got Loki and Hawkeye. Uh,
okay, now be honest. Who's your favorite?
okay, well, all right. My favorite is Hulk,
But
but the best figure is Hawkeye.
yeah,
Yeah, that figure is awesome. The only thing I wish they would have really changed about that I mentioned in my review of him is I wish they would have had some arrows sticking up from his like backpack thingy.
yeah.
And Hulk and
But
Loki is really fun too. I was really surprised how much I like him.
I like mine with better hair.
I do kind of see where you thought he looks like Kevin Bacon, but
Yeah,
it's
he
still
really does. Take his
yeah.
helmet off.
Yeah, it's like it does look like a fucking young ass Kevin Bacon, but yeah, I really like it. I was really surprised at how much I like him. The only thing that really bugs me about Loki is that the peg holes on his feet are towards his toes, so it just really throws off the
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
stand organization.
I think they kind
Orientation.
of did that for his stand. You know how the stands have the A that faces forward?
Uh huh.
I think his is meant to be like backwards, so it's like an upside down anti-A. Ooh, deal.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, I like it a lot. I don't think that
Yeah,
I like. I was actually looking at pictures of the original Loki Thor from the Thor movie, and
yeah.
I think it was just like the Thor where the helmet was actually non-removable. Was that the
What, a
case?
6 inch?
Yeah,
There was no six. Well, there was no movie 6 inch
there wasn't.
for the Thor. No, there was a comic book one.
Oh, there's just a comic book one. Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know that. Then I don't know where I saw that then.
What were you looking at?
I don't know because I thought I saw a movie versus Loki that looked like the helmet was molded into the head. I don't know.
Uh, you looked it up or something?
I don't even remember what I was looking at when I saw that. I just remember seeing that picture.
Damn.
But
Damn.
yeah. Um,
Slipping.
what else? Oh, I got like I said, I got Dreadwing, who is next to Breakdown. He is the second best post first edition Transformers Prime toy. The only
I
thing
have a
that
lot to talk about Prime today. It's
yeah
making me really eager.
the only thing that I don't like about Dreadwing is that his wing, the back tail wings, are just like pure rubber for whatever reason.
Safety reasons.
I mean, but it's not any more pointer than his other wings and they're solid plastic. I don't get it. His sword's really cool. But his weaponizer gimp gun is totally retarded. Either way, how you hold it, how you have him hold it, or have it in plane mode attached to the plane, it cannot deploy all the way.
What, the gun?
Yeah, it's totally useless. It like the little trigger that you pull back on, it hits something no matter what, and it won't go out all the way.
Um,
It's that it just makes me realize this how much of a better deal you get with the Arms Micron figures if they just weren't so expensive.
you can are you going to are you going to do the thing where pretty much you take the thing the
No, I don't.
battery thing and glue
No,
it, or
I don't care that much about it. I just have it. I just want to keep it so I can make sure I have all the accessories, but I don't have it anywhere near him.
I anticipate Doctor Wu's gun
yeah.
for him and their hammer for Ultra Magnus. Because okay, like, I always talk about it in the news for Ultra Magnus.
Okay. Um, new. Oh yeah, I got all my new Marvel Universe figures,
Mhm.
which includes the new Hulk, She-Hulk, and the heroic age heroes, including the Red Hulk, Bleeding Edge armor, Iron Man, and new colors Thor.
Yeah.
And Red Hulk is. I mean, I just put up a review on him. He's the exact repaint of the regular new Hulk. They didn't resculpt the hair or anything like they normally would have, but it feels like a brand new figure. Just the way it looks, it's a damn good figure. And
Awesome.
um, what else do I really have to say about what I got Titanic the Blu-ray DVD and digital copy 25th anniversary today. Or no, 15th.
Ooh.
Wait, is it 15th?
Titanic.
I like Titanic.
James Cameron.
Well, I mainly got this for the special features. It has 6 hours of special features, which I'm a sucker for.
Is there an alternate ending?
I'm king of the squirrels.
Someone took a picture of the end where Leonardo DiCaprio is like, spoiler alert, guys, it sinks. And some people die. And where Leonardo DiCaprio is like part frozen, but he's still alive. And it says how it feels to chew 5 gum.
Wow.
And it was fun.
Um.
That movie, I'm not attached to Titanic, like, at all.
Well, what year were you born? 96?
No, 95.
95. So I remember seeing this movie in theaters actually a couple of times, and you were just like still sucking on your mom's teat.
Hey, I was never breastfed.
Neither was I. But yeah, I
Sure, you were born back in, like, what, 1857?
56.
Uh-huh.
But
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
I it's not so much the actual movie. Like the characters in the movie are retarded. But it's just the lore. But it's not okay. The characters from the 1912, like the past tense characters are retarded. I like the more modern characters that like are actually exploring the ship, and just
Yeah.
I love the special effects in it. Everything's practical. Though they actually like built this huge ass model of the Titanic and sunk it in this big ass fucking pool. And I just like everything about the Titanic's history, about them discovering it. And this just has a crap ton of special features that are really about researching it, and that's what I love. And yeah, I really don't give two shits about the characters, but I just like it as a accomplishment and as like a historical piece.
Yeah.
I feel like I got something else.
I'm trying to remember all of what I got, because I got, like, a shit ton of, like, old Transformers. Not old, but not made in the past several years.
Besides my pre-orders for, oh yeah, I got Arachnid.
Oh. Oh, yeah, sure, you did a review on her.
Yeah, the Arms Micron version.
How mad are you that you had to pay money to get her?
I'm not furious, but I'm still like, really, this is the best. Like, oh, it's not. I'm not like disgusted with it, but there's so many parts about that figure that are just so annoying.
Do your kids watch? Do your kids watch SpongeBob?
Yeah, I watched.
You've seen the episode?
I watched.
See the
SpongeBob
episode?
when no one's home.
Did you see the episode when he wants to go into that tough guy joint, the salty spittoon?
I think so. I remember that.
I bought Arachnid and I only cried for 20 minutes. So it's kind of like that, because that figure is fucking balls.
Those pieces that stick out from her butt are totally useless, and they just get in the way. Standing her up is a pain in the ass, especially if you Well, you don't have it, but especially since you got her micron is super super heavy compared to the other ones I have.
Yeah.
So it just like makes it standing up with that really really difficult.
Hmm.
And it's so fucking retarded. Why did they build build the seat into the back of her head, making her articulated head absolutely useless?
Because I don't know, Arachnid is a figure they look like they wanted to do so many different gimmicks and
Uh
stuff,
huh.
and at the end they're like, all right guys, time for the mold, and they're just like,
We're not done.
fuck, yeah, we're not done, and they're just like, well, we need it. Okay, we'll have it to you
Send
by
it
three
out.
o'clock. We'll have it to you by 3 o'clock, and they went out, had a meth break, and they came back and did it.
Yeah, it's not.
But
It's definitely the weakest figure in the whole Prime line, I believe. But I still think it looks good as a display piece, despite
yeah,
despite the stupid spider leg copter blade thingies. But as soon as you like pick it up, you're like, oh, this thing's all messed up.
this thing's a clusterfuck of cancer. Um, there's a oh, well, on my Prime shelf, I have all my like characters or all my figures that
Uh
like I keep displayed. Arachnid, I keep her in vehicle mode, and you know the spokes that like hold up each shelf. I wedge her by her helicopter blades in the top of each one because I really don't care to have her anywhere,
huh.
but it just feels weird if I were to like throw her away. But I kind of just have to include her somehow. I don't know.
I haven't uploaded my build of it yet, but I plan on doing it soon, and it should be
I
pretty.
haven't made any videos for so long.
Yeah, the last one was Jet Viacon. But the
Yeah, that's
entire
all
time
last
of the
time.
build, I believe I was just bitching about it the entire time.
This figure fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I do really really like the vehicle mode though. The vehicle mode's
Okay.
nice. It's the Micron's also really cool too.
I I have some figures I want to review. It's just a matter of once I literally okay. I went to review a figure I got. I got Voyager Star. I got some other stuff, but this is Voyager Starscream. I started to review it, and I got to comparing him to First Edition Starscream, and I went silent for like 20 seconds, and literally just turned off the camera and put everything away.
Just like
And, yeah, I was just so uninspired, and I could tell I was sounding really mundane and just so like I fucking hate my life. and, just, and just stopped and put everything away and never resumed.
fuck my life.
I, I fucking hate my life, man. Shit. I should have said that on camera and uploaded the
Yes,
like
you
2.5 minutes I had.
That,
I
that
fucking
would be
hate my
great.
life. And just turned it.
That was a favorited that video. I fucking hate my life.
I should do that. I have a lot of bloopers for reviews where I'm like say something wrong, and I literally go on camera mid where I'm like, oh shit. So I should really like save those, and every once in a while do like review bloopers. Like fuck. There's times where I mess up so much, I literally like just sit there pissed off for like 6 minutes while the camera's still rolling, and it's 6 minutes of nothing or just throwing shit. Like in the back, you hear me, God damn it, and I hit my desk. It's happened like twice, cause I don't know, or like someone will come into my house and yell my name. It's like why? It's on camera. I hate that. Every time I start a review, either like the dogs start barking or someone comes home. I'm home. Okay.
Go fuck yourself.
And I'm home. Yeah, fuck you. And I'm like, I'm recording. What? I'm recording. Recording what? I'm making a review of what? Shut up!
Oh shit! Just stop
And
fucking
there's a
asking
lot
me
of instances where
questions.
my sister's coming to my room like, I'm making a video. Well, you can hold on. No, go the fuck away. Oh god, but yeah. I should keep those and stop deleting them.
Oh man.
I made such like little content last month. I actually did not break $100 to get an AdSense check.
Really?
Yeah. I wasn't mad. I wasn't like mad because I was like I didn't do shit for like a month. I'm not mad, but I was like, damn, this is the first time that's happened to me in like a long time. I was like, oh, I'm a failure. Yeah, I need. What sucks is the figures I want to review, nobody will watch because it's like they don't give a fuck about them anymore. I'm sick and tired of saying, "Here with Transformers Prime, such and such, cocksucker." I'm so sick of saying Transformers Prime on camera. I don't know why.
You're weird.
It's all I've been saying forever. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, classics, guys. Remember that shit?" I haven't reviewed my Fall of Cybertron figures just because they're really boring. I'm just like, well, it's plastic and you cost like $16, but okay. I need to start reviewing other shit.
Other shit, yeah. That's why I think I really started getting into Marvel figures.
Yeah, I kind of want to start for Star Wars, but it's like nowhere in my fucking state decides to stock the most current wave. Like, the most current one I saw was like a revision that, like, I don't know, it was some revision of like some half new wave. I still see episode 1 wave. I'm just like, oh god damn it.
Speaking of which, did you see that they're releasing episode 2 and 3 in the same year now?
Yeah, because they don't feel the profits will be enough to spread it out with all the releases.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that sucks. Episode 2, like, I'm gonna see all the Star Wars movies for sheer principle. Episode 2, I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. Episode 3, I am excited for, because when I saw episode 3, I was like 10, and I was huge into Star Wars then, and it was such a huge fucking thing. And as soon, like, right before the movie ended, I got really fucking upset because I was like, I'm really young, and all of these people and everywhere have been watching this since they were kids, and now they're seeing the end. Whether be it they like it or not, this is the final Star Wars movie. I was really upset. I was like, I might not ever get to see those in theaters. I might not have that experience. So,
yeah,
it's cool that I am. But episode 3, I'm excited for, and I don't know. And then episode 4, 5, and 6, oh boy.
um,
Yeah, that's weird. Did you see the new RoboCop suit?
yeah.
What do you think?
I think it looks okay. I feel like they're going to be adding some like post production visual effects to it.
Yeah, it looks really, really bland.
Yeah, but as far as design, I like it.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all. I think it's a little too dark, but that's about it. It's just the color.
Yeah, but
The fact that it looks bland, but the build of it, I don't mind.
I read some script leak details about what the suit can do, and like how it can like connect to anything everywhere, because it's like it's updated, like it connect over wirelessly to like security cams across the world.
So it's kind of like Raph from Prime.
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of. And he has a motorcycle that he partially like transforms into. Like not like he doesn't like go like and turn into a motorcycle, but like he hops on his bike and like parts of him will like attach to it in certain ways.
Okay. I thought it'd be like Kamen Rider Double, where like Axel folds into a bike.
Oh
No,
no.
like that.
But and I've read some other details about like how it will, because the way it's kind of. Have you seen the original RoboCop?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know how he starts off more machine and it slowly becomes more human.
Yeah.
The new movie will be the opposite
Hmm.
from what I've heard, but that's be part of the plot of OCP trying to get more control over him.
Oh, trying.
Yeah.
I can see it being a reverse thing to where like he becomes more machine. He's like shit, and then he's like, oh, I have a heart or something.
And yeah, and well, can't really say that, but without spoiling anything, there is some really like I didn't really like a full script synopsis. I just read some details about like what will happen.
Yeah.
And there's some really cool shit that's going to happen. Because I love the original RoboCop movie. It's I don't know what it is about it I like is that this Officer Murphy, he's shot and killed very, very graphically. And he's basically dead, and his memory, not necessarily his memories, but his basically just his brain and some organs are put into this mech suit.
Mhm.
I guess the most powerful line in that whole movie is about him like having these flashbacks about people who killed him and his family, and he asks after he takes off his helmet, do you see him as Murphy for the first time since he was killed? He
Mhm.
looks at Lewis, his former partner, who's taking care of him after having his shit kicked out of him. He says, Murphy had a wife and kid. Where are they? Referring to himself in the past
I mean, this,
tense.
yeah.
And then she says that they moved away, and he just kind of looks off inside. He goes, "I can feel them, but I can't remember them." That shit's fucking dope. Like,
Mm.
oh man, that's and Peter Weller, he's a fucking awesome actor that plays RoboCop. He plays him in 1 and 2. 2 is okay. Have you ever seen RoboCop 3?
No, I saw one and
Don't.
two.
Don't. I started watching that again. Like, I watched RoboCop on Netflix, and then RoboCop 2 wasn't on there. But I was like, RoboCop 3 is on there. I remember this movie being real bad. I'm going to watch it again. I turned it off after 15 minutes. It's such a piece of shit.
That sucks.
Yeah. Did you hear that Peter Weller is voicing Batman in the new Batman: The Dark Knight Returns directed DVD?
No.
Oh, dude, you're gonna be happy about. You know Frank Miller's graphic novel, The Dark Knight Returns, right?
Yeah, I've never read it, but yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of, well, actually, The Dark Knight Rises takes elements from that graphic novel, because basically Bruce Wayne retires Batman and 10 years pass, and then suddenly shit goes down and he has to come back.
Yeah.
But Peter Weller, who plays RoboCop, is actually voicing Batman, and it's fucking awesome. It's a very dark, very deep, and grizzled Batman that you're hearing. Actually, I'll find the trailer for you here. It's coming out in 2 parts. Part 1 is actually coming out at the end of this month. Excuse me. And I'm excited for it. I did not know about this until probably a couple weeks ago, because I was actually going to mention on the episode that you kind of disappeared from.
Love you.
Not yesterday's, but the week prior.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the trailer for it, and I'll go ahead and attach it to the show here. Whenever you start playing it.
Oh,
I
that was
heard myself
weird.
there. That was weird.
Yeah, when you posted the link, the sound went through my speakers, and it was weird. It doesn't happen again. But all right, I'll check that out after the show.
Check it out now.
Okay.
Check it out now.
Hold on.
Because I'm gonna put the actual video in the show so you can watch it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can watch it
Okay.
now. Because I want to
Okay.
talk about it.
Okay. Well, hold on. Here. I have an idea. Here. I'm gonna talk about what I got this week, and then we're gonna talk about this, and I'll watch it. Okay?
All right.
Okay. Get that out of the way. All right. Because I want to talk about one of these.
All right.
Okay, so this week I got past couple what the fucks ever. I got some stuff. I got Voyagers, Starscream, and Bulkhead. Now
Yeah.
I saw both of them, and I was like, all right, I'll get Starscream. And as I was walking into the counter, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm having a shit day. I'm getting both. So I got both. Now Starscream's all right. Starscream kind of lived up to everything I thought he'd be. And so I don't know. I didn't really lean either which way on him. He poses better than I thought he would, and he has a nice looking figure. I still do prefer first edition, but he's not horrible. Bulkhead, on the other hand, I really kind of dig a lot. Not as Bulkhead, but he is a good toy. I think he is a nice transformer.
No.
I think that his design is not close enough to Prime. Do you know what he fits in well as?
What?
A classic style Bulkhead.
A classic? Yeah, I can kind of see that.
So now in my classic shelves, on my Decepticons, I have Reveal a Shield Lugnut, and on my Autobots, I have Bulkhead. And I don't know. I dig him a lot. His power as a weapon is somewhere, and I have his battering ram arm on him because that weapon's kind of awesome.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. That's the only part I really do like about the figure.
It's pretty funny though because he has a movable jaw, and you can take it and push it up just like into his eyes, and he looks really fucking derp. He's like, yup. I love him. But he has more articulation than I thought it would. He's just, I don't know. I just really like how he looks. He does not look good with any Prime figure. Him and Bumblebee are two figures that look really cheap with the other figures.
Exactly. That's why I have them only in vehicle mode.
I have Bumblebee in a box, and I have Bulkhead in Classics. Starscream, I don't know what the F I'm going to do with him, because I don't want to put him in a box, but I don't have a place for him, but I don't want him on my main shelf.
I just have him in jet mode on my Prime shelf, and I have the first edition in robot mode with the others.
My Prime shelf isn't even that large, so I can't even do that. Because they take up way so much space, I've moved my Viacons all the way off my Prime shelf, and they're now in front of my TV as a little squadron. I don't know if it's going to stay like that, because I'm sure it'll annoy me after a while, but as for right now, while I organize the shelf and try and get like key characters in certain spots, Prime figures for me are really kind of awkward to display. I don't know why.
What else did you get?
I got Cyberverse, Magnus, and Ironhide. I couldn't find Dreadwing. Now, Magnus is really freaking cool. He's really awesome. He's probably my favorite commander. Because his posability is nice, his hammer's really cool, and he just looks awesome. And his Voyager version looks so much like that much greater. After I get Dreadwing, Ultra Magnus is going to be the bee's knees for the Prime line for myself. That is going to be awesome. So this design I really dig for Ultra Magnus. It takes cues from animated, and he has like rockets, or he doesn't have rockets, but his shoulders are built really stocky, like G1. And the Voyager comes with a missile, and it just looks really awesome. The design's really neat. I got Ironhide. I wasn't going to, but I got him for a sheer reason. Something's wrong, or is a defect, kind of. Ironhide's face is supposed to be painted silver, and this one was just straight up red, to where they just didn't paint it. I was like, alright, that's interesting. I kind of want it, so I got it.
So you got it just because it was a fucked up figure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, I was like, I'm gonna get this someday. Why not get a unique one? So I did, because I was like, it's a Cyberverse figure. I'm not gonna take it too seriously. If I got a Viacon that had like no gun, that's different.
Speaking of Ironhide, did you pre-order a Arms Micron Ironhide?
No, I had the opportunity, but I'm deciding not to. $30 for that whole situation is fucking stupid. Okay. Here's my soapbox on this. Okay, Unicron, we did not make. Hasbro didn't co-develop that. Fine, you can release it there. Breakdown was not co-developed. You can keep it there. The Viacon, you can have some gray area there because we made that first mold, but they made the retool. Okay, well they made the huge retool. Okay, fine, take it. We developed Ironhide. We developed Ironhide before Cup. Why the fuck aren't we getting Ironhide? It makes no sense. That one I've often been very objective about that and been very like, okay, well we didn't make that, whatever. This, why? Doesn't make any sense.
Oh my God, why? Yeah.
Where is your gun?
It's stupid, but yeah, I have to have it. I refuse to get the Cup.
I'll probably get Cup, fucking cuz. I'm sure later I probably will get if Hasbro inevitably does not release an Ironhide, which, I mean, okay, this will be more, but Prime still has a while to go. We have at least a year of Prime left. And, if not more, I'm sure there's going to be more, a little bit more. So a little bit over a year of Prime left. Like, how many toys, like, they're spitting out toys, and there's nothing wrong with that, but, like, kind of do what Animated did. Come up with some cool designs and release some good toys. Like, shit, Prime is such a scarce line. And I know it's kind of harder because you need to make up CG renders, but you don't need to make up CG renders. Make a cool design, then make a CG render after that. and then make a cool toy. Like Ironhide. That design's been around for a while. They're like, okay. But everyone else is like, oh, if he's not in the show, well, he's just going to get a repaint. And that's fucking stupid. Some of Animated's toys were some of the best toys. They weren't even in the show. Oil Slick is a fan-fucking-tastic toy.
He was in the show.
Well, he wasn't an overused character. He was pretty much background fodder, as well as Blackout. Blackout was in the show, but he was, he was just a design, basically.
They Blackout and Oil Slick were both intended to be in season 4.
Yeah, they both have characters, big characters too. And I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but Animated had figures that weren't, they might have had designs in the show, but I mean, even though, Beast Wars, sure, a lower end CG show, they had so many fucking toys that were not in the show. Like half that fucking line was just cool designs that were not in the show.
Yep.
Good toys or not, and I don't know, I don't know. And recently Hasbro had the press conference about reinventing the line. Like, okay, calm the fuck down with that. Just make it not suck, okay? When you have to reinvent
what if someone actually got up in that conference and bullshit? Just calm down. Just stop it. Just make
like okay. Have you seen the Family Guy Star Wars for Episode 6?
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, remember when Luke says something to Vader, and Emperor just gets up and he's like, "All right, now everyone just calm the fuck down."
No, I've only.
That's exactly what this is. Everyone, calm the fuck down. Like, all they had to do was make their toys not suck. That's all they had to do. Like, maybe market your show better. I'm sorry, you have your fucking show that you thought would be breakthrough, which it's not doing bad, I'm sure. But you have it on some back-ass channel that you own because you were so picky with selling your content to other networks. You decided to make your own channel. That's fine, but you made it some back-alley bullshit that not a lot of people have. Like, there's a lot of people who do not have the hub.
I just now got the hub. Just because
I have a friend who had it.
Dish.
I have a friend who originally did not have it. Then he got it, and now he doesn't have it again.
It is a very goofy channel.
So, like, if you're upset with how your franchise is doing, maybe wonder, like, how you're marketing it. And also, I don't know where this fucking notion has come by, like, Transformers suck if they don't have a fiction. No, they don't.
Classics.
Yeah, a cool toy will sell gangbusters if it's a good toy. If it's a cool toy, it'll sell. I'm sorry, your 16 Bumblebees per a fucking case, they'll sell, but at $3 a pop, they'll sell. Mm-hmm. Someone was talking about on Twitter, I forget who it was retweeted, and this guy was talking about how he was at Walmart, and this little kid picked up he picked up like a Bumblebee and RC, and he was like, "Can I get these?" And the mom freaked the fuck out. I was like, "No, that's $30." And he was like, "How about just one?" And she's like, "No, it's $15 for this. No." Well, because it's true. I mean, what the problem with Transformers nowadays is they're charging more. Fine, it's the economy, whatever. You can charge more, but making your toys smaller and shitty isn't going to help. Like, I would have no problem spending $15 for a deluxe if the deluxe turned out like First Edition Cliff Jump. That's fine. If the deluxe is Prid Bumblebee, you can go fuck yourself. With a rake, breaks that up, because this is not going to happen. Just this whole thing about Hasbro reinventing itself, or reinventing the Transformers franchise. It's like, I wanted to be in that conference just to, like, be in there. Everyone sit the fuck down. Like, put the guns down, put the cyanide capsules away, chill the fuck out. Like, it makes you so mad. It's like all these little kids on the internet bitching about how hard their lives are. Like, you never, like, I don't know, like, like me, you can get upset on the internet. That's fine. But, like, my life is so hard. That's what Hasbro's doing. It's like, no, you're just making a shit decisions with your franchise. That's all. Like, stop enabling yourself and creating your own problems. Transformers would be doing fine if you didn't fuck it up. Like, and I'm not saying Transformers is fuck either. I'm not saying, and there's all these people saying like, oh, I bet Hasbro is for the 30th anniversary they're going to cancel Transformers and that'll be it. It'll be a 30-year. No, okay, Transformers isn't going anywhere. It's a matter of how good and how far it reaches. And I think it's kind of bullshit now. I think it kind of sucks that when there's a movie not going on, no one gives a fuck. No one at Hasbro cares. So it's like, yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah, the movie did so much for the franchise. It did, but in retrospect, it might fucking, like I said, I don't want to kill it. I don't say kill it, but it might hurt it because like, oh, well, you have all these people who don't, watch the fucking cartoons.
Speaking of which, I read that the Transformers 4 will have completely new designs for every robot.
That's good because
Hasbro said that they in parts 2 and 3 that the figures didn't sell very well because they looked exactly like how they did in the first one.
I see how 2 didn't sell, or I see 2 did not sell like that well, but it sold well still.
Yeah.
Because it was re-engineered. Transformers 3 toys, holy fucking god. Like, those things did not sell for shit. I saw a lot. And I bet Hasbro sat back and like, we are fucked.
Yeah,
and
so
hell,
that
maybe that's the reason that print figures are kind of cheap, because they're still recuperating costs.
Yeah.
For how shit Dark of the Moon did. Because Dark of the Moon, they put a whole lot of effort and money into that, and they didn't sell. So, and I don't mind. Everyone's like, oh, a movie without Prime? I don't know. It's not saying the movie won't have Prime. And they said, like, this movie is going to be in continuity. Everything that happened in 1 through 3 is going to be history. And we're just moving on.
Yeah.
I'm completely cool with that. Like, yeah. I'm starting to not take the movie so serious. Because they're just another piece of fiction. The problem is how high Hasbro holds them up. It seems like Hasbro is finally taking the movies off their pedestal. And I'm really fucking happy for that. Because maybe that means a new iteration, like the TV shows, which used to flourish until the Unicron trilogy kind of fucking burned up in their face. And then they made the movie. Awesome. Then they made animated. It did great because it was on Cartoon Network at good time slots, and well, until the end. And then you have the other 2 movies. They did great, but the toys sold like shit because no one wanted to put forth the effort to either put together a better story or better characters. And I'm not saying the movies were bad. Okay, 2 sucked, but 1 and 3 weren't bad. Were they? Okay, was 3 a good film? No, I'll be honest. It wasn't a good film.
But no, it's not a good film by any means. The first Transformers is the closest one to being actually a decent film.
But yeah,
But as a fanboy point of view, I love all of them.
Oh yeah, 2 is kind of neat to watch parts of.
Yes.
Like there are parts of 2 like
through a lot of it.
Yeah, like in Dark of the Moon. When I watch on DVD, I skip through the first 30 minutes when like Sam's looking for a job.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Fuck.
Like, okay, watch that the first time, fine. I don't watch that every fucking time I'm trying to watch a 2.5 hour robot fight. No, I don't give a fuck. Guess what, guys? He gets the job. Awesome. Skip it.
I do the same thing. I just fast forward to any really cool part.
Like, alright, you start the movie, you listen to Prime's epilogue, that's awesome. You see Cybertron and shit, that part's really fucking cool. You see the nice, shiny Transformers Dark of the Moon logo? Okay. You see her ass? Alright, skip 3 scenes, alright, we're good.
But I think the first Transformers is actually one that you could really watch from start to end.
Yes. Maybe not even, maybe the part where he's in school at the beginning, maybe, but that's like a 3 to 5 minute scene. Like, it's not even that much. Yeah. And that's when Sam actually had a good character. Like, I've been thinking so much, like, alright, Transformers 1, Sam had a good character. He was this quirky, nervous kid who's put in this intense fucking, alien civil war, and he they have the line, and he's freaking out, and Lennox, takes him by the collar and is like, you're a soldier now. Act like it. And every piece of characterization in that movie was good.
And not everyone in that movie was a comedic relief.
Yeah,
everyone in Part 3 was a comedic relief, and that's what I hated.
Part 2, not even Part 2. Everyone was a fucking joke because you had Simmons stripping off to his ball sack cup holder, his cup, whatever. Okay, it's funny for 30-year-old versions. That's fucking hilarious. Fine. Okay. Do I want to watch that? Want to watch the Transformers movie? No. Okay. Then you have what the fuck was his name? Leo. What the fuck happened to him? Did they kill him? Did they kill him after the second movie? Because you know too much. Crush. What happened to him?
Optimus ate him.
I remember reading the draft script for Transformers 3, and it was they were they built a ship and Sam and I almost said Megan. What the fuck was her name in the movie? Michaela. Her name was Michaela. Shut the fuck. They go up in like space and have a date, and Silverbolt's there and Ultraman's there. It's like, all right, you have cool characters, and then shit goes bananas. Shit went bananas.
That was not a real draft of the script, though. That was fan.
No. Like it was something that I think I forget what part of the internet it was made on, and but they read it, and they took a couple keys from like two. I think it was
because they actually time traveled back to 1984 and had G1 designs afterwards, so that was not made by the actual. As soon as I got to that part, I've read everything.
Yeah.
Up until
I'm not. It wasn't an actual like thing like written by Kurtman.
Up until because I was under the impression that like this is the actual script. I'm reading. I was like, oh, they went back to 84. What the fuck? And then they like they say they scan the more G1 accurate forms. Like, oh, I see what this is. And I stopped reading. Like, oh, good, good. That was about 45 minutes a waste of my life. I'm not getting back.
Yeah, I mean, they had cool ideas in the script, though. See, the thing is, though, about that script that I like, that's the only thing, the going back and scanning G1 alt modes was really fucking funny. Because you're reading it, it really takes you out of the whole fucking thing. You're like, huh, well, okay, I guess we're doing that. We're going to go that much. Like, can't you just, like, go to an old, like, car show and scan that shit?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're there. But we're going to time travel. Okay. But some keys they had in that movie, how it ended with it being kind of like open, like Transformers 3 for it being the last one, which it's fucking not. Like, okay, like even seeing that movie, you can tell this isn't going to be the last one. And everyone's like, oh, who are gonna be the Decepticons? They're saying a whole new cast. And like if it was a direct sequel to 3, I'd be like, okay, what the fuck? Because like everyone's dead. If you haven't seen Transformers 3 yet, I don't know why you're watching this. So, don't get mad that we spoiled Transformers 3 for you. But, wow, we're starting news, fuck it.
But basically, my whole thing about really mentioning that is that I really like that they're getting all new designs because I just really want to see a new, fresh movie versus Optimus Prime.
Yes.
Leader class.
I don't even think it's going to be Optimus Prime. They need to.
They said Optimus and Bumblebee were definitely going to be in Transformers 4. Which
I really hope they're fucking cameos. Because I have nothing against those characters. Bumblebee is the little mute handicapped kid who gets bullied by this fleshy asshole with curly hair. You know, that's all he is. Optimus Prime is, through each movie, he gets more and more pissed off. And between each movie, he's just like, if they ever come back, I'll rip their fucking spines out. And they do. And he's like, and he fucking goes crazy each time. Give me your face.
What was that noise again?
Just like, he sees Megatron, he just shits himself, hemorrhages. He's like, ah! You're supposed to be dead.
Oh shit! Oh,
there's a.
Just imagine that fucking happening.
Because, I can see Lennox coming up to Optimus, he's like, Megatron's back, and Optimus Prime, stumps foot. He's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, shit.
Ironhide even has the line in the movie where he hits Optimus on the hood, and he says he's pissed.
He's pissed.
Yeah, if I was Optimus, I'd be pissed too. And it makes sense because as the movies progress, in the first movie, Optimus Prime wants to have a truce with Megatron. He's like, all right, we don't need to do this. It's been so fucking long. Wow, doing that thing really took wind out of my chest. I need to catch my breath. Oh my god, I'm getting dizzy keeping on talking.
Oh fuck.
It makes sense because he's so sick of the fighting and people dying and all of that. And it's like,
in my parts,
okay, that makes sense.
Fuck them all.
Yeah, in between movie, he's sitting there in the sunset. Like, I can see the end of the message that they cut off at the end of one, and he's like, "And to any Decepticons, if you come here, I'll rip your fucking head off and shut up your ass. Don't fuck with me. I'll fucking kill you."
I'm having a bad day here. I lost my second in command. Don't
I
fuck with me.
Oh, it's my second command. This guy still won't fucking talk, and they're having sex on the roof of his car. Having a bad fucking day. And Megatron, if you come back, I'll rip your fucking arm off and shoot you through a pyramid. Don't fuck with me. And that's exactly what he did. And there's even a there's a did you see the fan, or it wasn't a fan poster, it was a poster that an art company did for Transformers 3. It was like a pastel paint of Optimus, and it's not referring to Optimus, but it says TF3, and Optimus is in like this fire, and he's turning, holding his blade, and there's just arms and robots reaching up at him, and the caption says "Allies will change."
No, I've never seen that.
You've never fucking seen it?
No.
I have to find it because it like it's like people are acknowledging, or even I think who brought that up? It was on another podcast. I forget who brought, but I had seen it before. I thought the same thing, and they said it recently. It was just so fucking funny. Well, Allies will change TF3, or I said TF2. They'll probably still bring it up. Fuck. Oh, I'll find it. Holy shit, that's a cool fucking poster. How come they never use that? God, that's a real poster too.
Let me see.
God, that's a cool fucking poster. I mean, it's not actual like new they made for the movie because Hell Fallen's in the background. Like, why didn't they do something like that? I think it's funny the Fallen's in the background.
Fallen. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that one, yeah.
I like posters like that. They're all flashy and shit. Okay, I'm having a real fucking hard time finding this. Hold on. Why did I find a picture of Harry Potter? Okay. Fucking Google sucks so much recently. I have to refresh the page just to get the right search. Oh, god damn it. Transformers. I have to get so fucking like tag technical with this. Hold on. Well, if I don't find it with this search, I'm saying fuck it.
Alright.
Just go with my visual. This looks promising, but oh my god, why are they pushing for Green Lantern? That fucking bullshit movie. God. I'm not finding it, so fuck it.
Alright.
That's a waste of time.
You'll
But
look for it later.
yeah. But anyway, like, I'm excited. I don't think they should have Bumblebee in it because Sam's not, and I'm not saying like they should be like, oh well, everything's been different since Bumblebee got gunned down by that fucking like, I don't know. They don't need to do that. They just need to be like, well, they're not on Earth anymore or something, or just
They did.
I don't know.
Did we talk about that? Michael Bay said something he wanted to do some stuff in space.
With space, but then he didn't want it to be too sci-fi or he wanted to keep it grounded.
He still wants to keep it grounded.
And he's like, he doesn't want to make it too sci-fi. Like, dude, these are civil warring alien fucking transforming robots. It doesn't get any more sci-fi.
The most exciting, most exciting part of Transformers 3 is the opening scene where he actually sees shit in space.
Yeah, and even when I mean, it's not super exciting, but the fact of it's like the Transformers over the past few years have, since they've been on Earth, they've been looking into getting back into space. Like when they went to go retrieve Sentinel, it's like, oh shit, they're going into space. Like they haven't done that in a while. And even when they get up into space, they're like, all right, fuck the humans, fuck the rules. We're gonna go up here and wreck some shit and find stuff, because they're all like, all right, take it slow. And Optimus like, all right, let's go, fuck them. And they like leave behind the rover and shit. They're like, no. And that was cool because they're just like, all right, well, this is our territory, and not literally, but this doesn't have any reflection on like my opinions of the movies. Besides two, like I'll be honest, two has some cool shit. Like two has some awesome stuff. Like Jetfire was an awesome character. It was only in two.
Apparently.
Oh god. Wait. Apparently, do you not have it?
I do. I just don't think it's shitty.
Oh, okay. I don't think it's.
I was speaking from your point of view.
It's not the worst figure ever made, but god.
Fucking hell, man.
That hurts. But and they were okay movies. Like they were eye candy for Transformers fans. The first movie was a good movie. Like in my opinion, I really enjoyed that film. It was every now and again I think about it and I'm just like, oh, it was a good movie because I really, really loved the mysterious tone it had. And it had dynamic characters that, had stagnant beginnings, but through the movie, like Sam was weaving through this incredible shit. And in two, he's like, okay. And he's like, oh god, Optimus is dead, and it's kind of my fault. Well, fuck. And then he, like, through the movie, he's, like, when he first sees Optimus dies, he's just like, oh no. Oh god. Oh well. And then, like, throughout the movie, he's like, it's my fault. He's dead. I'm gonna turn myself in. I was like, no, Sam, don't. And he's like, okay. And it didn't.
To Transformers 2 advantage, the forest fight is probably my favorite scene out of any of the Transformer movies.
The forest battle is like one of the most badass fucking things out of the movie.
Watching. Okay, like the part where Optimus gets his fucking ass kicked and like he gets thrown across the forest and he spits out his teeth, and then Megatron really makes that line, is one human life really not worth our race or survival?
Is our race's survival not worth a single human life?
And then Optimus says, you'll never stop at one, I'll take you all on. I get fucking goosebumps every fucking time. It's like, oh, that's so badass.
Cues the music and Blackout comes in and he cuts off Blackout's fucking hand, and that propeller slings by, almost hits Megatron in the face. I love that. I love that animatic of him, Blackout swinging and Optimus just holding his sword up, and it just cuts it and it flies by Megatron's head. It goes into the forest, starts cutting down shit, and they just run through it like, the forest battle is awesome.
And then
I think everything.
When I saw it, and then he jumped on Blackout's back and just tore apart his head, everyone in the fucking theater cheered on. Like,
yeah, because that was just. And it was cool because Blackout was like, no, and then he just, oh god,
no.
Yeah. I remember after I saw the movie, I saw that in a TV spot. I saw it. He literally ripped his face apart in the TV spot. I'm like, wow. And remember when we first started seeing the teasers and we saw Sideswipe cut sideways and
that was fucked up. That
like,
was before the movie came out. I'm like, no, why? Thank you for ruining that for me.
Like, and Sideways is already a bullshit thing. Like, he has such a cool design, and we saw it, like, once.
We barely even got a glimpse at the robot mode.
What made me laugh really hard is when he did it, and the pieces, like, flew, Sideswipe turned around. Why the fuck did Sideways' like, car body explode? I didn't get that. But, anyway, the forest battle is really fucking cool. Like, that... The one thing I do not like about the forest battle is at the very end, Megatron is getting his ass kicked. He's in this cannibalized body, getting used to it. He's like, "Fuck," and then he's calling Optimus weak and stuff. He's kicking the shit out of him. And Megatron, the one part where he gets behind Optimus, he stabs him and calls him weak. Like, are you fucking serious? You came behind him and stabbed him through his chest and called him weak. And then he blew his freaking heart out. Like, I understand Megatron has no integrity in the movies, but it's like it's
Well, he's
obviously
basically
not.
just calling him weak because he's more concerned about Sam than himself.
But it seemed it like yeah, that's the thing though. It's like Optimus obviously isn't weak. He will kick the shit out of you and rip your fucking head off. And I don't know. And I enjoyed too. Obviously when it came out, like not like oh it sucked now or it was amazing. No, like obviously it was the new shiny thing then, and
Yeah.
you're like oh shit this is awesome. But and there's nothing wrong with that. After a while, you get to look at things compared to everything else, and you're like oh well okay makes sense. 3 was really awesome. The one fucking thing I hated about 3, like it gets on my nerves so many times when I watch the movie. Sam's character fucking sucks in that movie.
Yes.
I hate his fucking character in that movie. He's this whiny little conceited bitch who thinks he deserves fucking everything because of what he did. I agree. If someone in real life did that shit and they went through all that fucking trouble to help this race, you deserve a little bit. But stop acting like, I don't know, he's like, why don't you hang out with me, Bumpy, anymore? The fuck? I hate that. I hate that so much.
I do like how at the very end he finally reconciles with himself and like just acknowledges that he doesn't need to have that big important role anymore. More that he uh, confirms himself as just being quote the messenger.
Yeah, that was good. Sam's character did not get good, any sort of good to the. I think it wouldn't even have gotten good until I think the part where it started getting good is when he broke into Dylan's house and pulled a fucking gun. That is when it's like, okay, he's pissed, and now he's like, all right, let's end this shit. Everything up until then, it seemed like when he was trying to march into Chicago, and he's like, what do you expect me to do, huh? It seemed so fake. It seemed really, it's like, okay, I'm not buying this. He seems scared, and obviously he should be, but I'm just not believing it. And like everything up until then, he's so mad. He's like, "Oh, we found Sentinel. Yay, we found a leader. Okay, Bumblebee, why don't you hang out in my garage anymore? You're not my friend. You're not like saving the world. You are still, fuck." And I don't know. And I don't know. And they didn't really like. I thought it was funny how they referenced Megan Fox's character. They said, like, "Yeah, she was mean. I don't like her." That was hilarious, but. Like, reference her in another way, at least. The parents were a lot better in this movie, but I don't know. At certain points, they're kind of unneeded.
We need to start going into news.
Yeah, it's just, the movie.
Because we're an hour into this episode and we haven't even touched the news.
Well, this goes with the news because of the direction of the franchise. And starting with 4. Okay, here's what I want from 4. They can't go into 4, bring in, like, bring in some new fucking cast. I want them to reference Sam. I want them to reference what happened with Sentinel. I want them to say Megatron's fucking dead and he's not coming back because he shouldn't. If Megatron comes back again, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. If Megatron's body comes back and it's Galvatron, okay, fine. And it's like the RoboCop thing, Murphy and it's like Megatron failed, but I will not.
Right.
Speaking to that, I would love that. That'd be awesome. That's a take on Megatron.
That would be really fucking cool.
Because I don't think we've ever seen Megatron or Galvatron taken in that point, and like that's always something that's been really awesome to me. What if Galvatron is taken from Megatron, but he's not really like in the '86 movie? He's like Megatron failed, but I won't. But this would be different. He would have Megatron's memories, but he's not Megatron. They need to reference all of it. I don't know if they're taking all these precautions they shouldn't have with reinventing the franchise and yada yada. It's like. Just don't fuck up in the first place. Take your toys, make them quality. With each movie, have a little bit of new designs and have actually a good movie that people want to invest in. And just don't make shitty quality or don't make shit content and then expect people to like it. And I don't know. I just think we need to reinvent the Transformers franchise. It's completely no. Sit the fuck down, dude. Like, I can see some, like, intern getting up in a meeting and be like, we need to restart! And some guy just points like, sit the fuck down. But, yeah. I don't know. And then, I don't know, we'll talk about the Beast Hunters thing when we come to it. But, yeah. That's, what do you think what do you want to see in 4, I guess?
I don't know. I don't know what if I want a whole new like main robot cast with Optimus? I don't know exactly.
Yeah, if they do it well, I won't care because like we've seen Optimus
I,
shine,
yeah,
and
I just want it to be done well. However, it happens. I would accept if Optimus is more of a back character if they have a strong leading robot cast.
yeah,
I would be cool with. But I don't know. I,
I think it'd
it,
be
I
funny. I
st-
think the best way,
it's still
the
two
best way
years
to
away,
explain.
so to me doesn't exist quite yet. But yeah, it's
Till then,
still
it's fan fiction.
yeah.
I think it'd be funny. The best way to explain a new cast and completely new robots with no one else being there is, yeah, I think it's been really fucking weird since that day Optimus Prime woke up, freaked the fuck out, and killed everyone, and then killed himself. He cut his own fucking head off, man. His shit was crazy. He ate Sam. he, he wiped his ass with Bumblebee. Oh my god, it was crazy. he took he dug up Sentinel's remains, cut his face off, and glued it to his own face. And started killing people.
Leather Prime.
Oh god, that new 3D movie. Oh, I don't want to get too much into it because we need to start real news. Oh, does not look like a good movie.
I think it looks fun.
Yeah, fun. Like it's like Transformers. It looks fun, but not a good movie.
Okay.
What's it? Piece of news. Pick one.
Basically, well, Japanese Fall of Cybertron figures are being released, not part of the Arms Micron line. Shockwave is being released in the Arms Micron line, so he's going to be all primed out and have a Micron. But the rest of the figures are going to get part. I don't. They didn't say if there'll be like a whole new line, or if they're going to be a part of Henkei or not, or United.
I think it should be United.
But yeah, they're going to be apart from Arms Micron, and they're going to be just shinier, basically.
Which is good. That Jazz looks kind of awesome. A lot of people really don't like Jazz, and I really like it.
I like the figure as it is right now, so. But the markup doesn't seem quite worth it.
Oh yeah, the markup no. I just like that color more. The figures look cool. Optimus looks like a nice candy. I want to eat.
What's this GDO new leader images?
None of your business. Okay. Did you see the new pictures of Leader, Ironhide, Starscream, and Megatron?
Oh yeah, the Asian exclusive ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Starscream is pretty much. They're pretty much, Starscream and Ironhide are G1 colors. Obviously, we've seen them before. Starscream just really seems to not work at all. Like Jet mode looks fine, but his robot mode looks really fucking silly.
It works well with Ironhide.
Yeah, Ironhide looks really awesome. If these come to the States, I might get them.
Yeah.
You know, Starscream will probably stay in Jet mode. Ironhide looks fucking cool. Yeah, I really don't know what to say about these. Ironhide looks awesome. And I don't know the fascination with giving movie characters G1 colors. But, I mean, I guess people like that. I mean, I've seen a lot of people be like, no, they don't have G1 colors. Ah. I've seen a lot of people be like, why do they have G1 colors? Ah. So, it's like a complete spectrum of opinions. But then we have the odd one out. Dark Energon version Megatron.
That looks weird.
It looks neat. I really dig the purple. If it comes to the States, I'll get it.
It just looks like they did the same thing for the Revenge of the Fallen leader Megatron. They just made
but it was black and red, and they replaced the red with purple.
Yeah, so I don't care for it. I do like that they painted the face a little bit better, so you can see the detail in the face a little bit more clearly. But other than that, no.
I'll get it purely for the fact of my leader Megatron from Revenge of the Fallen is kind of busted in some places. All of my Megatron
you
figures.
need to stop beating up on your figures, man, because you have too many that break.
Actually, thinking about it, I've looked at a lot of people. I know a guy, and I don't know how much he'll listen to this, but a lot of his toys break. A lot of them. Mine, like, a lot of my animated figures broke, but I didn't do anything. Like, it wasn't like they fell or anything. Like, I picked them up one day, and, like, or stress marks, something like that. My leader Megatron mainly broke because he fell off the top shelf of my bookcase.
When I
And I
first
don't.
got Revenge of the Fallen Leader Optimus, the same thing happened to me where he fell off the top shelf and his shoulder pad broke off,
Yeah,
just broke clean the fuck off.
that
And
you can't fix that
nope,
because of how it transforms. It puts so much pressure on it.
yep.
Can't fix it.
So I had to replace it. I was super pissed about it. You know what? You remember Review 64?
Yeah.
It's his fault.
How?
Because I was talking to him and he asked me a question about it. And I was like, I don't know. Let me go get him off the shelf and check him out. I picked him up and he fell the fuck over. I was seriously pissed at him because he made me get it and it broke.
So that's his fault.
Yes.
What was your response? You dropped it. You're just like, you son of a bitch.
Basically, oh man, I was so, because you know how much I love that mold.
Yeah.
You know, basically, finally having him, he just fucking falls and breaks. I was furious.
I really do love the Revenge of the Fallen mold. But right now in my main movie Autobots, I have my movie 1 liter Optimus that I recently got as my main Optimus. I also have the '74 Camaro Bumblebee as my main Bumblebee. But something a really similar story. I was sitting here and out of nowhere, like one of the figures in like the mid row of my animated Decepticon shelf fell, and my Autobot shelf fell, like tumbled over, and it knocked this one clear off the shelf. And do you know my asphyxiation, or not asphyxiation? My what is it called? The what's that word? I can't. My
Fascination?
No, it's not. Maybe intoxication with the animated twins, the Jetfire and Jetstorm.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of I don't want to say nostalgia with them, but I remember I was like super fucking sick, and my parents were like, "Here, we get you something." Or I went to the store. I was like, "Please, I'm dying." And I'm like, "Okay." And like when I was sick over the next like 4 days, that's all I just played with those, and I loved them. Well, Jetfire fell off the shelf, and you know how he has the tan part on his ball socket that holds the ball in, the top part?
Kind of, yeah.
He hit the ground, and that whole top part fucking snapped off, and I can't find it. So now his arm is pretty much bust, and I need to find a replacement shoulder. And I'm so upset about that. Ugh. I can't find the piece. If I could find it, I could glue it, and it'd be fine, but that piece is probably gone. So I'm probably gonna post in TFW, be like, hey.
I'm super upset that I lost the chain, the bullet chain for my 6-inch War Machine.
Oh, you lost that? Oh yeah, that's right, you did.
Yep, that really irks me that it's gone. Like I'm so tempted just to buy another one off of eBay because of it.
Oh god. I have his shoulder pad thing that covers like the missile launcher thing. I have that. But I lose it and find it every now and again, so it's like, I know I have it somewhere, I just don't know where.
And the thing is, I know exactly where the bullet chain is, but it's impossible for me to get it.
Where is it?
Because the War Machine itself was in a box mixed in with a bunch of DBZ figures.
Yeah.
And I sorted through them and figured out which ones I wanted to get rid of and which ones I did.
Yeah.
And War Machine was in there, and I thought I put like all the accessories in one box, but I sold a good majority of my old DBZ figures.
Yeah.
And I know that the chain was in that box that I sold.
Oh, so it's not like you can. I thought like maybe you dropped it down like a vent or something.
No, it's gone. Who knows
Damn.
what's in now? And that really upsets me. As silly as that may sound.
No, that's you want it to look awesome, fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was I gonna say?
Okay, back to news.
Hey, we've been gone for like 2 weeks, guys. We're gonna ramble a little bit and talk. Deal with it.
To quote you, a slew of new Voyager, Ultra Magnus, and Thundertron pictures. I'm really, really digging that Thundertron now.
I am. That Ultra Magnus. Gimme.
Ultra Magnus is, yeah. Ultra Magnus is awesome. I really do like how his eyes are painted green.
I love that too. It makes him a much more interesting. Like, okay, Thundertron does not look bad, but it looks. I don't know. It does not look bad. It looks like
I really like the head sculpt. It looks like a pirate.
Yeah,
Like
his mold, like his arm sculpting and his transformation looks really interesting. But the problem I have with him is, the problem I have with most Beast Transformers is they're kind of lanky, and how they transform is kind of, I don't know. He has those back panels that hang off of him, and I really don't like. But it's like, okay, he's a pirate, fine. I hate that his tail sticks off of him. I fucking hate that.
let me see.
Like have it fold up somewhere.
Oh, like in between his legs.
Yeah, it's like you're not a cat anymore. Stop it. I see that tail. I'm like, ah!
What the fuck? But isn't he supposed to have a peg leg?
Yeah, and you can.
Oh, okay. I see in this other picture. Yeah,
you can make each leg or either or leg peg leg. I think you might be able to make both legs peg leg.
That would be awkward.
That'd
I can't stand up.
I can't, and just falls over. Thundertron looks cool. I'll get it. His mech tech weapon looks interesting. It's like a sword, but it's like a sword with just like the blade turned backwards, and you just like flick it, and it's like, all right, now I'm doing this right. But I don't know. Okay, another thing. A lot of these pictures, I tried to look really closely at both of their mech tech or power. Or, they're fucking mech tech weapons, all right? They're mech tech weapons, and each one doesn't seem to have a rubber band around it. And I can see the springs in both. Or can these like click and stay?
I don't know. Hopefully.
But his looks fine. If you can keep the sword deployed, awesome. Now, okay, Magnus's hammer has a neat little gimmick. But oh my God, Dr. Wu, please give us a good hammer. Like, take Cyberverse Ultra Magnus's hammer and up it in scale by like 8, and there you go.
Make it Ultra Magnus size. As
yes.
tall as him.
Now, if you come out like just an animated Ultra Magnus hammer, I'll be sad as fuck. But
make it huge.
You know, that's not a bad idea. What if if that figure can hold animated Magnus's hammer, fuck.
Shit's on.
Shit is on my Donkey Kong. But yeah, it doesn't look horrible, but it's like, I really just want a proper hammer. I don't want to mess with that.
I do like how it converts from a rifle to a hammer.
Yeah, I dig that too.
While the other ones are just like this fucking mess that converts into a half-ass weapon.
Yeah, this one is like converting weapons.
That is neat.
It's like, yeah, that is neat, but I still prefer a, I was really like high with that, but I was like, but! I just want a proper hammer, but these Ultra Magnus, how he transforms, looks really basic and simple, but it works well. He has a backpack, but it's not like a clusterfuck of parts. It looks compact and neat. Makes me happy.
Dreadwing and Wave 5 Deluxes released at retail. I have not seen either of those in anywhere around me. I have not seen anything past Wave 2 released in retail, except for the one time I saw the Viacon in Walmart. That's the only.
Did you ever see Knockout?
Oh yeah, that time I saw Knockout, Viacon, and what was the other one?
Hot Shot.
Hot Shot, yeah. That was the only time I've seen any of those three in stores, and not even Hot Shot. The latest way.
Yeah, because I don't see. I've seen like 2 or 3 Hot Shots. I've seen them at like 3 stores. I've seen Hot Shots at 3 stores. I honestly do not think stores bought that wave, because I went to a Kroger and they didn't have any Hot Shots, but they had a dead end, and so I think stores like are just not buying waves. I think honestly, this might be like a conspiracy theory or what the fuck have you. I don't see why a store wouldn't buy the newest wave, but maybe they see how saturated they are with bumblebees, and they feel that the other figures.
I think that's why my Target didn't restock until they did a whole reset, because they had 12 fucking bumblebees, that were not leaving the shelves. And as much as I tried to hide them or remove them, they just kept them coming back.
Yeah, I've tried hiding them a few times too. But like at my nearest Target, there's been a sound wave and a ratchet there for nearly a week. And I'm surprised that sound wave's still there. I'm just like
I can find Soundwave anywhere basically now.
Well, I can't because the only thing I can find anymore is Wheeljack and Bumblebee because they're repacked in almost every. Or I think Wheeljack is not in Wave 3, but he's in Wave 2 and 1. But it's like I would like to go to a store and just see a dead end or a knockout. It'd just be refreshing to see. And my stores, very little of my stores got Wave 3. I think I saw 2 of them get Wave 3, and I got the one Viacon I saw, and I was like, I legit feel like fucking blessed for finding that.
I legit felt blessed that I found Hawkeye because at all my Walmarts, all the 6-inch Avenger figures are like on the bottom shelf, like very, very bottom. But Hawkeye, for whatever reason, was placed like just laying on top of some other shit.
Yeah.
Like he could just been snatched at any time unless I came at that specific moment. Like it was destiny.
Yeah, like that Viacon, like, and I when I was going through the pegs, I wasn't seeing anything, and it wasn't until like the top left peg I saw Viacon, like the second figure from the back. How the fuck did you stock him that far back? I think maybe someone who worked there was like, maybe like kind of, I don't think they knew what they had, but it was like, they maybe stuck it there or something, because there was a hot shot and a knockout, like not even on the pegs. The pegs were that filled, and like Bulkhead and Starscream were picked up. People were looking at these. And it's the fact that someone saw that and I don't know, someone was looking at Knockout and they put it down, but Viacon was pushed all the way back. I don't know. But I remember seeing that dark purple on the box and I was like, no fucking way, no fucking way. When I pulled it out, I literally let out a verbal and my girlfriend literally walked into the aisle, literally, of me jumping with joy. And she was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, look, it's...
That's about how I reacted when I found Hawkeye.
Just a loud fart sound. Your wife's like, what the fuck? You feel like I shit myself. Shit just like explodes out of the back of your pants.
Just shit rockets.
Your mouth just like, your jaw just drops and there's no sound at all, and you just see like streaks run down your legs.
What's that smell, Jesse? Oh my god, you did. You shit yourself, you fucking nasty human.
Oh my god, you fucking did it. Fun. What the fuck are we talking about?
Dreadwing and 5.
Yeah, I haven't seen any signs of Cup or Rumble near me. I've seen them in Ohio, like not seen them, but in the sightings thread, I know they're in Ohio, and I'm not really racing to get them. Like if I get them or if I see them, I will get them. Rumble, I really want.
I don't want
Cup.
Rumble at all. I'm not getting Cup. I have the Ironhide on pre-order, and I'm going to be happy with that.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for Ironhide prices online, because if I see it for like $20, yes,
not gonna happen.
Well, there are some sites directly, or not directly, but there's things like Playoma. They have figures for like $21, Prime figures. I'm looking at it right now actually, see if they have them on pre-order. Yeah, you can find Arms Micron figures on like not name brand sites, like, or I don't want to say name brand, but like BBTS and TF stores. They're not the only sites out there.
What's all this G1 Shatterglass, Soundwave, and Blaster?
A bunch of fucking bullshit. I tell you what.
I don't know what that is.
Pretty much, I think it's. I don't want to say e-hobby. It's someone somewhere is teaming up with someone, and they're making. Okay, you know Shattered Glass, right?
Yeah.
You know how it's a cool concept, right?
Yeah.
but you know how it's blown to fucking smithereens, right? Because they do it every fucking year.
Yeah.
Well, someone is like, oh, let's make G1 shattered glass figures. Okay. I'm sorry, a G1 shattered glass sound wave is like, no. And apparently there's like some Messiah cassette, like, literally, Messiah. It's like fucking yellow, and he's sitting up there in the sky with his arms parted and his legs together like he's on the cross.
So it's
I don't know what
it's the actual G1 figure?
Yeah, these are G1 Soundwave and G1 Blaster and cassettes as shattered glass. And you can like shattered glass, that's cool, but Jesus Christ. I just wanted to mark that because it's just a completely silly idea to me, and I can see someone somewhere buying these for sure. I do not see these like selling out pre-orders at all.
I haven't even heard about them.
Yeah. That's the like most meh thing I've ever seen. Oh, I want to bring this up real fucking quick. Because I thought about this earlier, but I forgot to bring it up. It's not a news thing. So you can do it in between segments. I have this weird hunch that Hasbro and Takara are not co-developing the Prime line together. Because,
No,
not even certain figures. I'm thinking the whole fucking line. Because, Hasbro wasn't thinking about making, they weren't thinking about making, Breakdown. And Takara's like, okay. If they weren't thinking about making Unicron, okay. Jet Viacon, okay. Now, it just, Smokescreen, and like, okay, why is this their Prime Shockwave? I don't like that. Like, I'm not gonna hold my breath for a Prime Shockwave figure. Do I want one? Oh, yeah. His design's pretty awesome. I want a toy of that. But I do not want Fall of Cybertron Shockwave to be my Prime Shockwave. It does not fit. It's too fucking spindly.
He was on my Prime shelf for a little bit, but I've recently taken him down and put him in Briefcase with the rest of the Cybertron game figures.
Yeah, me as well.
I did have Bruticus and both of them up with my Prime figures.
Just don't fit.
No, I wanted to try to make it fit, but it didn't.
But yeah, do you have all your Prime figures on one big shelf, or is it Autobots and Decepticon shelves?
They're on one shelf. It's kind of a cluster. It's kind of a clusterfuck, immediately. But yeah, I don't. The way I saw is like I don't have enough either Autobots or Decepticons to facilitate the entire shelf.
Yeah. Either for Decepticons I do, but not Autobots at all. I kind of want to buy Dead End and Hotshot just to beef up my Autobot, so I could do that. But
Dead End's a Decepticon, isn't he?
Or I meant both faction shelves. Okay. Because my Viacons make it. Oh my god, they take up like 1/4 of a fucking shelf. It's ridiculous. And like I don't know. Yeah, I have neat things on my Prime shelf that'll take up a little bit of space, like the kids and the vehicle modes of other toys, but it just doesn't work. It's too fucking bland. Anyway, Smokescreen. I don't know if Arms Micron just jumping the gun. But Smokescreen is a remold of Knockout in the Arms Micron line.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Now, Knockout's not a bad toy, but come on.
That character deserves so much more. We'll talk about that more, actually. We'll get on that.
But yeah, he needs his own toy. Also, I saw a colored little photo of Cyrus Breakdown. He's all dark and like black and gray.
Good. I'm glad I canceled that then.
And I'm pretty sure he has the eye patch head, not the zombie eye that he had in the show.
Oh,
so I honestly don't think Hasbro is giving them like proper. This is what it's supposed to look like.
Here's a character. Do something with it.
Yeah, it's because Shockwave. I don't know because now I think maybe Knockout they because Knockout's design is allegedly I don't want to say allegedly, but is generally a remold or a redone version of knockout, like it's like a huge hash of that design. Well, that's fine, but like it needs another toy though. There's no reason he shouldn't get his own toy.
Right. Exactly.
Um, Shockwave needs his own toy, and Breakdown does not look accurate at all to how he looked in the Human Factor. But we'll talk about that design later.
Uh, Beast Hunters copyright filed, and this is
Stop reading it just word for word when I write down.
well that you do it then, motherfucker.
Fine. Beast Hunters copyright filed. Fuck. You forgot to say hyphen.
Hyphen.
So pretty much hyphen. That should be the name of the episode. Pretty much, someone at Hasbro filed for the copyrights for Beast Hunters. Beast Hunters. Why the name Beast Hunters is significant because it was the original name for Beast Machines, and that everyone kind of saw them and kind of shit themselves, and that's fine. Now, someone said somewhere, it's like, oh, my friend somewhere said that this is going to be Season 3 of Prime. Now, I'm not going to completely, like, say that that's bullshit, but I don't really see how it would fit. If Beast Hunters is I don't say spin-off, but I don't know how they, right now, would fit Beast Hunters in continuity with Prime.
Well,
I'm not going to say they can't do it, but I'm kind of confused as to how they, because Beast Wars made sense, because it's,
right.
like, it's a prequel sequel, it's a pre-sequel, I don't know. It's in continuity with, G1, it's afterwards, but they went back into time.
Right.
Made sense. This is just like,
Thundertron could be a prelude to Beast Hunters.
Well, Thundertron's in the comic book though. That's where he comes from. Or not the comic book, the novels, the Exiles and Exodus.
Yes,
that's
so
where he comes from.
He might come up in Season 3 of Prime.
Yeah, he may, and that's completely fine. But then again, though, they this is also, we're gonna roll this into another piece of news. Jeffrey Combs was at a Comic-Con or a comic convention or whatever in Texas over the weekend. Him and Tony Todd, and someone asked him what can you tell us anything about the future of Transformers Prime? And he said Transformers Prime Season 3 will only last 16 episodes. So for one, I don't think they would have a whole season just for a whole new concept for just 16 episodes. That's not enough time to do.
I think they might do that because basically what they did they did that for almost every other English Transformers series, because like the last like finale mini series had like a subtitle, like Beast Machines had the subtitle Battle for the Sparks. Armada had the Unicron battles. Aaron John, I think they had something, but I can't remember. And Cybertron had Primus Unleashed.
Well, that's true, but the thing is though, I think the only thing that supports that, like I said, I'm not like disclosing it. I'm just saying what kind of doesn't make sense about it. But the thing is though about Prime is like they're always so fucking picky with the designs they use and whatever. But right now at the show, what are they doing in the show? They're looking for relics against the Decepticons, and I'm sure like shit's gonna go down. The only thing I see supporting this is the fact of the thing is that like all those shows had stuff leading up to that. Cybertron, you heard about Primus, and it was a huge finale. Armada, you heard about Unicron, and it led to a finale. And like everything had an ultimate goal in the end. Prime doesn't. It'd be so fucking random to have the last 16 episodes of the series.
Just because I mean, the other series such as Armada, Aaron John, and Cybertron were Japanese series. Nearly all animes, except for a few minor exceptions, are only 50 episodes long.
Yeah.
Just almost every series, I mean, it's all basically just one season. They just do it straight through. Maybe take a week or so break in the middle somewhere, and they'll do 50 episodes, and that'll be it. So they would have to have a goal from the beginning, while they don't necessarily have seasons.
Yeah, that's true.
So so that's different from how it works in America, where a show can jump off and not necessarily have a goal and just like have but still have an overarching a story arc, and but it'll also have filler episodes with their own set story in them. Just like Beast Wars had uh, the biggest threat in Beast Wars were really the aliens, the Vok, but they
Yeah.
had very minor, very insignificant roles. You didn't even know about them until truly at the end of season one.
Mhm.
Until they got a little bit bigger in season two, and then eventually in three they come full circle and well they meet their end towards the end of the season. So they don't necessarily need to have like an ultimate goal in like mid second season. You can the shit really can start to get down. All everything will come together in the last season, which I
Well, I'm
believe.
not talking about like like an overall like finale. I'm talking about like it's an overarching story. What is the goal of Prime? What is the
What was the goal of Beast Wars?
well, originally, the Beast Wars was different though. Beast Wars, you could tell Beast Wars was written like to enter something because like they had to have known while writing it there and they went back in time somehow. There was things Beast Wars was written entirely different. That's the thing though. Beast Wars was written like that. It was written as, all right, well, what the fuck's going on? And then I'm sure as they were writing, I'm sure they had ideas. The thing is though, it had overarching things. They had the
Yeah,
aliens.
the
They
goals
had
always changed. At first the goal was to get the golden disc. Then the goal was
yeah.
to. So I mean, it's all just kind of mirroring because now the goal in Prime is to get the lost relics, as opposed to what the goal was at the beginning was to secure the Energon.
That's not. I don't even consider that an overarching
Oh, it's
story.
not.
Like,
It's
that's
not.
a
Just
shitty
like
story. The Transformers have to save the Energon. How
that's
different.
well that's just their goal pretty much from the beginning of the season, season one anyway. Then it turned into, it slowly unraveled itself into discovering Unicron.
Yeah, but
Just
then
like
Unicron was just a
maybe,
plot device for. It was just a plot device for Optimus Prime losing his memories, and that lasted for 3 episodes, and then bang, we're right back where we started.
yeah,
That, like, for better or for worse, it was a cool arc. I'm nothing against my opinion on the arc, but it is a really useless storyline. It didn't change Optimus' character like
nope.
almost in the slightest.
That's why I was kind of hoping that most of season two was going to have him as Orion Pax. That's
Yeah,
exactly why I was kind of hoping
yes.
for that, but that didn't happen.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Um, but the only thing, like I said earlier, I never got to say it. The one thing supporting this is they have a season 3 lead-in comic called Rage of the Dinobots. It would make sense if like the Dinobots and the Insecticons came to Earth, like they were fighting and they were like bang. We locked onto the Ark. What the fuck happened to the Ark? Where's that at? It's like it links onto the Autobot signal. It links onto the Harbinger ship, and they come to Earth fighting, and that would be different. Um, or if you had other characters that came as beasts. But I think like Optimus being like, we need to take beast modes. I'm gonna take this gorilla, and Megatron's like, I want to be a Tyrannosaurus Rex, raw. Which is like, I don't know. It'd be cool, for Beast Wars fans, and not, Beast Wars is cool, but I don't know. They have to play the cards right.
Okay. Sorry, I was fucking dozing off there. Couple episodes came and went in the time that you were gone. The first of which being New Recruit, which is introduced a new Autobot who we already discussed earlier, named Smokescreen.
Yes.
And he's kind of like replaces, well, not really replaces, but he's just like basically the new guy, the newbie. He is very, very green, um, but very cool. He has a elite guard symbol on his arm. That was established.
When they showed that, I was like, no, they're not gonna. And he says, I see you're from the Elite Guard. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, he was trained under elite guard, but he still like never really saw any battle. So he has the ability, just not the experience. And you see that really nicely done in later on in the battle against Starscream. You know, he has the
Yeah.
ability, just not the experience and know how to like. He still did good, but you know, he kind of made a fucking mistake too.
Yeah, he means well, but he like he's kind of like Miko sometimes, where he just runs into things, he doesn't think about it. But
It was a very enjoyable episode. I like that they acknowledge, like, hey, this guy is new. We've never seen him before. We never heard of him, and he knows how to encrypt data from what the fuck was
like
fuck.
the records of Icon or
Yeah,
whatever.
the Icon Hall of Records. He knows how to decode that shit. This sounds fishy. But then
Yeah,
the Optimus gave him a slew of questions like, "You knew Alpha Trion?" Like, yeah, I did. Blah blah blah. We were homeboys. Like,
we went out and
he's
got
cool.
drunk and
He's cool.
yeah. Also, I like how they even how Optimus had the line in the show where he's like, do you know of Alpha Trion's fate after the fall of okay, right then I was in the first season they said the war for Cybertron. I was hoping right then they'd say the fall of Cybertron. I was like, okay, you're doing this on purpose, but they said Icon. I was like, okay, but and he said no, I don't know. So they're hinting that Alpha Trion might still be alive, and that'd be cool if he was still alive.
Yep. I've always really, I've always really wanted just a good Alpha Trion figure.
Yeah,
Vector Prime from Cybertron was close, but not quite.
yeah, but
They actually
still love
remolded him
Vector.
as a Alpha Trion for BotCon.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Anyway, yeah, new recruit just basically they capture the Apex armor from Starscream, but they discover red energon.
Fuck that.
I don't understand that.
Okay, Toxin makes sense. Synthen makes sense. Dark Energon. Oh, okay. Energon. Okay, fine. Red Energon that makes you faster. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm anticipating Green Energon. Oh, that's Synthen. Or Toxin too.
Blue.
What the fuck are they gonna?
Um,
Blue Energon's normal Energon.
yeah.
What? Yellow Energon.
Green. No, fuck. They're just doing
Yellow Energon.
the Skittle flavored energon.
They have Yellow Energon too.
Oh shit.
This makes your piss really yellow. Makes you piss all the time.
And just yesterday to us, but probably 2 days ago from the listeners, the human factor aired, and it brings
Oh
back
boy.
that brings back Silas and Breakdown's body.
This episode.
It starts okay, yeah. What do you have to say
Okay.
about it?
How did you feel about it? What's your opinion? Is it good or bad in your opinion?
It's I don't know because they hyped up. Okay, basically it starts out with Silas. His troops are being, uber faithful, and like they just want to bring back their leader. Silas is like, the perfect blend between man and machine, exquisite. And then he says, "Well, I thank you all for a lifetime of servitude, but now I'm going to do my own fucking thing," and kills them all.
Okay.
After that,
This is my thing with this episode, real quick, because this is going to reflect a lot of my opinion on the whole thing. I really liked the events in this episode. It was very fucking dark, very like to the point. But in the overarching story, for the lack of a better term, or the bigger picture for Silas's character was totally fucking weird because, like, I understand he's like, okay, well, I'm a Cybertronian now. I don't need these humans. Fuck them. The thing is, like, I'm gonna join Megatron.
no,
That's
that's not a believable act for him. From everything else he's done in the previous seasons, no, I can't believe that was something he would do.
But in this whole episode, he was like,
Megatron.
I really just want to. He calls him Lord Megatron, and he's just like,
Oh.
I did like though. He tried like throughout the episode, he tried like to defy Megatron, or not defy him directly, but he's like, he tells him to go to like Raph's house. And he's like, clearly one of your subordinates would be more suited in.
You're my
Megatron.
subordinate.
He's like, now. I love that, and Breakdown's like,
Yeah.
shit. And then he's like, Megatron, calm down. And Megatron just fucking looks at him. Like, I'll cut your head off.
You're
Again.
lucky you're even here, you little bitch.
And then he's like, and
Silas
Megatron,
I'll suck your dick to be a Decepticon, man.
And throughout the whole episode, like after you see the end and then you rewatch it, because I watched it I think twice, um, you can tell throughout the whole episode Megatron was not interested with Silas. He's using him for the Damocles, and he had no interest further. He already had everything set. And Knockout really didn't care. He's like, you sick fuck. You dissected my friend, and now he's dead, and now you're wearing his fucking body, and you want to be on our team. No. I'm just waiting for the green light to cut your ass up again.
That kind of doesn't make sense to me. Well, just... You see him multiple times. Silas, his head is all cut up, and part of his torso is remaining, and he's inside. Does he see with his human eyes, or does he see with the robot's eyes? Like, does he look? Is he just kind of looking around inside of this?
That's what I thought. What's he doing there?
Or is he actually just using? Or is he actually looking through like the robot eyes? That part I can't get.
I don't get it either. But what I apparently when I watched it,
okay, go ahead. My bad.
He looks like he has a cataract eye, which means okay, he only has one eye now. I think he has a metal plate on the top of his head, and it looks like he has two cables going into his brain. I think he sees through Breakdown's eyes. Except for when he's in vehicle, dude. I love when he's in vehicle mode. He's pretty much in the fucking driver's seat, and I can't tell.
That confuses me more. I don't like that.
I think it's just hilarious. But what weirds me out is, does he have like a lower body and arms or anything like that? So that's just like, what if you roll down that whole fucking window and you just see him strapped in metal? Like, oh god, this whole episode was visually disturbing. Not even visually.
It's kind of like RoboCop.
And it like I didn't even mind it at all. I was just like,
I think I still would have preferred it a little bit better. It would be pretty fucking dark and gruesome, but I still would have preferred that it just like attached, just took out his brain and put it inside this robot and brought it back to
I didn't really have a preference about either way. I didn't have a preference about how they did it. I think it's hilarious how he folds into the driver's seat. But here's another thing I didn't get. He literally wakes up and he's like, I'm a Cybertronian transformer thing. How the fuck did he get used to controlling that body so fucking quick? That makes no sense.
Well,
he literally is like
attached to his nervous system.
But still, like, wouldn't you be like, all right, now how do I transform? How do I shoot my rockets?
I guess it's just the best way you can describe it. It's part of you're attached to that robot's nervous system. How can you explain, like, how do you lift your arm? You just lift it.
How do I shoot this rocket out of my shoulder? I just do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically how they figure how robots think. It's like they don't think by their bodies don't operate the same way. They're not. There's not nerves or a nervous system like a human nervous system where it's like you do shit without thinking about it, like blinking.
Your brain tells you to do it, and it just doesn't. Yeah, it's not like an actual like I gotta press this button to transform. Yeah, but it's still the fact of wouldn't you have to be like, like looking at it because he woke up. He's like, this is awesome. He literally just reaches up, takes off his thing. He's like, well, thanks. Die. That's exactly what he did, and I don't have a problem with that. But still, it was him killing all of his troops. Okay, that was gruesome and dark as fuck. How he just killed. What was funny is it wasn't like a singular it wasn't a singular face that was like wiped them all. It zoomed out of the shed or the warehouse and it showed boom, 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 and I just have to imagine each one of those guys just standing there accepting him shooting them.
Hey, why'd you shoot Bill? Oh my god.
Oh god! Stop that!
I should move
Stan!
back.
You killed Stan! Oh god, I'm dying! But it's just everything. The animation for episode 2, the animatics for this episode were very different in my opinion. It was very good, and just in my opinion, Jeffrey Combs and Frank Welker's deliverance of their lines were incredibly different.
I saw you said that on Twitter. I didn't really notice any difference.
Especially Frank Welker. He was very calm and collective, and it wasn't until he was like, now, it really sounded like the normal. It sounded a lot more deep and more like they were like, all right, let's take this Megatron somewhere else.
They probably
Now,
focused on that to show his aggravation with Silas down.
I think he's showing aggravation with everything because, and he even shows. He brings up early on in the episode. He's like, why do I need you? Like humans have fucked me over before. I don't like humans. I don't need humans. I never have. We might be losing, kind of, but like he even says, I have a. He's like, I have a Decepticon warship with troops at my disposal, with airborne and technological advantage. Why do I need humans? They would slow me down. And I love that because, and then this episode again is very visually disturbing because, like, remember when Smokescreen like tackled that I thought it was funny that Viacon tackled Smokescreen, but somehow they landed with Smokescreen reversed on top of him, punching him in the face. I thought that was very funny. They didn't really show how he did that. And then that beam came down from Damocles and fucking fried that Viacon. Like, oh my god, super fucking dead. And I like how the Decepticons don't even care. They're like, oh god, Jim! That was Jim! We killed Jim! It was like, fuck, we missed.
He was 2 days from retirement.
I don't know. And they're saying... You got a wife and kids, man! A little lady Decepticon comes in. Oh god, why? Go on, Jimmy, run! Go get your sister. Oh my god, I just realized that was from The Dark Knight. Oh god, his name was Jim, and he's like, go get your sister. Holy shit. Oh god, that's funny.
I also thought it was really kind of cool at the end of the episode when Megatron starts off like, all right, he's going to accept Silas down into his ranks. He's like, you've earned your place in the table. And Breakdown kind of bows, and then Megatron says, the Knockout's dissecting table. And he's like, wow.
I watched that again. That's one of those scenes again. Watching it, like, Jesus Christ, this is fucking dark.
Uh-huh.
And Knockout's just standing there with a troop of Viacons, and he's standing there so nonchalantly, leaning on his spear, and he just tilts his head up, and he's like, Breakdown would be tickled. Like, how fucking sinister Knockout is in this episode. And throughout the episode, you can tell Knockout's just itching, because Knockout, even, like, in the beginning, because when I first saw the episode, I looked at my clock, and it was like 7:11. I was like, shit, I'm missing this episode.
7:11.
So I didn't see the first, like, 10 minutes of the episode first. And he pulled out a stall, he's like, come on, like, he dissected Breakdown, let me return the favor. And Megatron is basically saying, with time, I want to know what he has to offer. And Megatron's like, Damocles was the best you had to offer, and without that, it's fine. And you were right, Silas, the human factor did give an advantage to my enemies, and it showed the kids. And Knockouts is like, I will leave no fiber or fiber optic unexamined. He like fucking pokes his eye, his exposed eye, and he fucking tases him, and they just drag him, and he's just screaming. Like, that was so just like, I want to know what happened after that. I honestly, I don't think he's dead. I think I think they pretty much just stripped him. Like, they just took apart Breakdown, and Silas is laying there just like half brain dead. Like, I don't think he's dead. But then I had to think, like, is this the end of the mech arc? I don't know.
I don't know if we're going to see more of them or not. I mean, he killed all of his troops, and then who knows what's happened to him.
I'm really curious as to what happened to him. I want there to be an episode. I don't want there to be an episode centered about it. I want it to be really non-expecting. I want Knockout to, like, walk into his little study, and you just see fucking Silas hanging on the wall, hooked up to machines, keeping him alive, suffering. Like,
fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Cool episode, but I liked it.
I really enjoyed it, but it was really funny also watching how Bulkhead is like, he's regaining his everything. I thought it was funny how long Bulkhead was pushing Breakdown, or Silas, like, in car mode into that ravine.
Alright.
It was like, why didn't Breakdown do anything? He was just
it's like, well, he's pushing me. I don't know what to do.
That's the whole thing. I see him. Breakdown gets hit, and he's just like, going down the street. And Bulkhead's like talking shit. And also, like when Knockout saw Breakdown, he's like, Breakdown, where the fuck have you been? Like, what happened to you? And he's like, that you're not Breakdown. He looks mortified too. And Bulkhead's like, where have you been, Breakdown? I want to kick your ass. And he's like, well, I'm not Breakdown. And Bulkhead, and just, I don't know. And he's like, Silas, I'll still fucking kill you. I thought it was funny how Smokescreen and Bulkhead kind of like tag teamed against Silas. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's pretty much it for Prime. Um, I I actually want super random. I want to ask you about actually a couple things. Um, I got off work early, Friday morning. Friday morning, yeah, Friday morning. I went to the gym at about 5:30 in the morning. I was on the treadmill. They have TVs. I was flipping through, and I found Adult Swim was on Cartoon Network.
What time was this? Like 4 in the morning?
About 5:30.
Okay.
And I've never heard of this like show, but it had John C. Riley on it.
Oh yeah,
Check it out with Dr. Steve Brule.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, it's a spin-off of the Tim and Eric Awesome Show.
Okay. That Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule is the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I love that it's only based like on 2 minute clips.
Yeah.
Like, you can pretty much find them all on YouTube in just 2 minute segments, and they're all hilarious. Like the one, have you seen the one where he goes to the fertility clinic?
No.
Oh my god, let me find this. It is absolutely.
I know. I saw the trailer for it, to where he pissed in it. And she's like, no, and then he like shit in it, and then yeah.
Then they strap him up to the semen extractor. He goes like, "Did you attach this to my dingus?" It pinches the tip a little bit, and then they turns. It's like that kind of like weight loss strap thing that you put around your waist, and it like vibrates.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's working. I'm making gravy." And he starts like, "Oh, here it comes." Ah, 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 ah. And he starts like looking like he's pain. He goes, "Turn it off. I'm dry."
Oh, God.
Once you see John C. Riley's O face, you can die happy. You dingus. we need to run some tests to see if you can make children. It just cuts to his face, is looking totally really fucking retarded. Let's check it out. John C. Riley's a fucking comedic genius.
He is.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing on Cartoon Network at 5:30 in the morning? Oh my god, this is hilarious. Did you ever watch that movie I told you to watch on Netflix, since you couldn't think of a movie for me to watch?
No, I never had time. I looked up a movie, but I had like whatever on like bookmarked or whatever on Netflix. I still haven't watched it. And the one you showed me, I bookmarked as well, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you need to watch. I wanted you to watch Loose Change in time for the September 11th show.
Yeah.
But you fucked that up, didn't you?
Well, it's still a neat concept of a movie to watch, I suppose.
Are you a conspiracy theorist at all?
No, but I do. I wouldn't call myself one. But I do listen to like others' opinions.
You should really need to check out. It doesn't give opinions. It doesn't give like this is why it happened. All it does is state out the facts about what happened. And once you like see about what happened and testimonies about from people that were in there and evidence to support that, you're like, man, this is really fucked up.
Is it like the things that was like an inside job, and then like there's explosives already planted in the buildings and stuff like that?
It doesn't state that. All it does is give out facts about what definitely happened.
So it's not like this is what happened and these are the facts.
No.
It's pretty much just like here are some.
It just reflects like about what happened in the past and how the same shit's happening now. Basically, like how in World War II's basically what gave that a big kick was that there's a half-blind Dutch communist that set fire to a building in Nazi Germany, and that caused Germany to turn to assassinate a bunch of communists in their country. I believe I kind of a little bit fuzzy about the facts, but that really was like a big. But the fact that this kid is the 26-year-old kid that was half blind and set fire and ran away from his building was more or less elaborate ruse, and how basically how we entered the Vietnam War was because one of our Navy ships was reportedly attacked by the Vietnamese army, which led us to enter the war. But it was not until many decades later that it was declassified that the attack never happened. And all of this is just about explain. A couple more things are given up in much greater detail than I can right here, saying that the government will do whatever he needs to do to start war to I can't think of a word to kick off the war economy, because a country cannot, such as America, needs a war economy to flourish. And how the end of the prologue is basically Donald Rumsfeld, Jeff Bush, aka George Bush's brother, Dick, uh, Dick Rom. No, I can't remember. There's a couple other people I can't remember. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't remember names. Made this article about reconstructing the United States government, and part of this article that they wrote was, it said, to reestablish our dominancy in the world, America would have to start and win a lot of small wars that will take a very, very long time, unless a new Pearl Harbor happened. Are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm listening.
And then that's the end of the prologue, and then it just really gets. And there's so much content, and all it does is talk about. It doesn't force an opinion upon you. All it does is,
It's one of those movies that says, "All right, here's some facts. Now you piece together what we
yes, that's
think."
exactly. Ask questions,
That okay?
demand answers. And it's narrated by an actor whose name I can never remember, but he was on Rescue Me, and he was actually a very adamant supporter of the truth movement of 9/11.
Was he the main character on Rescue Me?
It was not Dennis Leary. It was one of the
Okay.
sub characters, yeah. But he was on that show.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Loose Change 9/11, a American coup. Great, great movie. I love it's it I really, really want you to watch it. We'll talk about it next time.
Okay. Whenever I get around to it, I will. Um. Yeah. Questions? Question mark.
I think we're going to skip questions.
Well, here, let me. I don't know. We've been gone for a while. I kind of think we deserve to answer some. Let me see how many we have.
All right.
It's for the people, man. The people are like, oh, they're not gonna answer my questions. Why do they keep sending them in, huh? You know, it's the psyche. It's the science. Yeah.
Oh, you need to. Oh, before we get into that,
Mhm.
watch that Dark Knight Returns trailer.
Yeah. Okay. I'll watch it now. It's still open. I never
All
watched
right.
it. All right, here it is. Okay, let me watch it. Playing now. Hmm. Whoa! Holy shit. Mutants. Ooh, the voice is awesome.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they have her as Robin. Oh, it reminds me of what's her face? Huh. That's
It's
pretty awesome.
yeah, it's badass.
I never really cared for that suit for Batman,
I
that
like it.
design.
I think it's cool.
I think it's too bulky, at least in the midsection. It looks fat.
Well, I
Like,
mean, yeah, he's
did
old.
you
He's
see
supposed.
you see the new figure that they have coming out?
Uh-huh.
I don't like how that figure
I
looks.
do like
I
it.
don't,
Oddly enough,
I
I
don't
like
mind the
it
design in action. I don't mind it. It's just not my favorite, but I don't like how the way that figure looks though.
because I mean, it kind of works because he's old.
Yeah.
He's not in his prime anymore. He's kind of fat, but he's also he's still kind of badass, so he kind of fits with him. I like it. It fits Frank's Miller. I definitely see a lot of Frank Miller in that design there.
Yeah, it
Very
looks.
very 1920s or 1940s Batman there, but just like I don't know, it's I like it a lot.
It looks interesting. I want to see it. We don't have that many questions. You want to cover some?
We don't have many.
Not that many now.
How many?
Um, one, two, three, four, five or six.
Oh man, I'm tired, man. It's 2 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Let's just start then. What's up, guys? Dustin, aka Optimus 102697. So, what would you do if you saw a car or truck transform and you got to make an Autobot Decepticon?
I shit my pants and pass out.
Well, I mean, I'd probably be like, "Oh, that's fucking cool," but like, what happens? Does the Autobot or does the robot come up to you like, "What am I, mommy?" Or uh, I don't get why
Are
I get
you
to
my
choose.
mom?
It's like an egg hatching for the first time in Pokemon. Like it sees you, it's like you're my mom. Like it transforms for the first time. It's like what Transformer hatching from an egg is when it transforms for the first time. Yeah, be interesting. But I don't know. I'd probably like shit myself and I'd ask like, why do you want me to decide? What's your morality and your personal opinion on what you should be? If you're a Decepticon, tell me so I can get the fuck away. And that's how I answer that. From Russell McMillan, I believe. I don't see an I. What are your top 5 favorite Transformer scenes out of any Transformer series? Oh, sure. Let's create a top 5 between you and me.
Um, believe we can both agree that the forest battle in
Yes, we talked about that. Yeah.
Revenge of the Fallen.
I liked them. I really, really like the final battle between Optimus and Megatron. That whole scene, that whole like end half of the final episode of Animated.
Yeah, that is very nicely done.
Yeah.
All right, Optimus Prime finally acknowledges Maya's name.
And then when Prowl's dead, he's like you're thinking about that sentimental moment, and he comes up to his body, and Megatron just shoots the fucking shit out of him, and Optimus charges up the hammer, and just, he's like that's the easy way out, Megatron. You don't deserve it. I love that.
The
Um,
uh the in the very last Energon or episode of Energon, where they found the basically the soul of Unicron, and it's this little black sphere, but then it just erupts into a new star, and Galvatron is in his almost Unicron-sized form, just standing in front of it, and then Optimus just like confronts Galvatron, merges with Omega Supreme, uses the Unicron influence inside of him, and grows to Unicron size, and just basically like collides with Galvatron, looking like they're about to fight, have an epic battle, but then they just don't. But I don't know. It's very nicely done. It kind of sounds kind of anticlimactic the way it's done, But then
Mhm.
Galvatron just kind of sacrifices himself to get rid of Galvatron inside the sun. I really like that part.
Hmm. It's weird. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it. But yeah. What are we down to? Two or
Yep,
three?
we're down to we need two more.
Shit. Um, looking around in my room, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say like any battle from the '86 movie because that fight between Optimus and Megatron was good, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
It peaked too early.
Yeah, way too early. And the fight between Rodimus and Galvatron at the end of the movie was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
They, like pretty much threw him through a wall, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. We have three. That's good enough, right?
I'm trying to think of one. um, I'm trying to think of my favorite one from Dark of the Moon, but that movie has a bunch of really good scenes.
Optimus versus Sentinel was very good in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
So that's one of them.
You
All right,
didn't
we want one more.
You didn't betray me. You betrayed yourself.
And just when like it's just the choreography of the robot animation is.
Oh yeah,
is very...
the very beginning of that battle gives me goosebumps too, where he says, "Get down here, Sentinel."
You forget your place, Optimus.
He uses his fucking double. He just jumps off the building and just relies on his sword just to slow his momentum.
I like it when they get on the bridge, like Sentinel tries to like transform to roll away, and Optimus is like, nope, and fucking like shoots him, and Sentinel's like, shit, and he transforms, and I like how Optimus like swings his blade, and Sentinel like dodges, and Sentinel does the same thing, and Optimus like scoot to the side, and they start just clashing and spinning. How that was done was really awesome.
Yeah.
It just kind of went downhill when Sentinel kind of ripped off Optimus's arm. You know, I think it'd be hilarious if in Transformers 4 Optimus never got his arm back.
That would suck.
It'd be hilarious. Because like whenever he transforms, he like the front part of his truck is just fucking gone.
That's what I was wondering when the movie was over. Was like, so I mean, is he not going to have an arm for the rest of his existence, or are they going to fix him?
No, I'm sure he got it back. Bumblebee got his legs back, and
yeah, I know. Yeah. But
I guess they never even showed that. Did you see the Robot Chicken sketch of Jazz?
No.
And he was Optimus is talking, and he's like, sadly the Decepticons are gone and Megatron's dead, but we lost an ally today. And Jazz just kind of like wakes up, and he's like, yeah. And Sam's like, I thought you were dead. He's like, we're robots, man. Just solder my ass back together. And Optimus like, no, you died in glorious battle. And they all transform and roll away. And Jazz like, no, leave without me. He transforms. He's half of the fucking Pontiac, and because it's just the front axle, he can't control himself, and he's just like, it's from the same shot the whole time, and he's hitting cars and craters, and he drives into fucking buildings, and he's like, oh god, oh boy, and he's sort of all the place.
I've never heard of that. I need to see that.
That right there is the fifth one. That's
okay.
I'll find it. Let me find it for you real quick. It's up to you when you want to watch it. Transformers Robot Chicken sketch. I bet it'll be the prostate cancer one. Yeah, there that is. Here it is. Oh my god.
The world is safe.
Yeah.
It's only 43 seconds. I'll watch it now.
All right, I'll watch it with you. It's just a minor setback.
Oh no, I'm covered. Oh, I can't believe I've never seen this.
Oh my god!
I cannot believe I've never seen that, man. That's fucking great.
That's our number 5.
Yep, yep. We're
um,
robots, bitches. Just solder my ass together.
it was like, oh, go a little too fast. Uh, all right, our
Quit
next
snitching,
question from
bitches. All right,
Bradley
next
Harper.
question.
Number 1. What Transformers crossover would you like? I would like Toy Story. Ben 10, because I wrote it. Jesse, what do you want?
What crossover would I like? I don't know. I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, I think we have too, because I remember explaining my whole Ben 10 thing, and you were like, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Like, wow, you really thought about this.
Yeah, because I did. I've been thinking about that for like 3 years.
I don't know. I don't think I had an answer. Then I don't have an answer now because I mean, there's
just
no
say Batman.
Batman.
Good
Because
choice.
I'm Batman.
Oh my God, The Dark Knight Rises. How did you? Oh wait, why did I? Because I'm Batman.
Oh, I walked right into that one.
That was hilarious. 2. What do you think of Prime, Rumble, and Cup? We talked about that.
I'm not.
So we
jealous.
read your mind.
Do what?
We read your mind. We read his mind. 3. Keep up the good work. That's not a question. It's a declarative statement.
Declarative.
From the Brad Harper. Sent from my iPod. Sent from my iPod is also not a question. Sheesh.
Sheesh. Jesus Christ, man.
Another one. Bradley Harper, number 1. Did you know that Walmart 6-inch Spider-Man figures are out? Which ones are you getting? Yes, we talked about.
Oh shit.
The Brad Harper sent from my iPod. Yes, we did. I remember I saw the tag and I was like, God damn it! Oh, that's another thing I got this week. I got the big fucking cardboard cutout from Walmart for Fall of Cybertron. How the fuck did I forget that? It's right there, taking up a quarter of my fucking bedroom. I got that, and it's fucking cool, and it's gonna make a sweet ass display one day.
I have to admit, I'm pretty jealous about that.
I don't even own the fucking game, and I got that. I went to Walmart one day for like painting stuff, and I was like, "You guys want that?" He's like, "Well, I'll ask. I'll call you tomorrow." And I was not expecting anything. I was walking home from school, so I didn't like hear my phone vibrate, and I got home and okay, this is funny. My full name, if you're friends with me on Facebook, is Wyatt Boggs, and my voicemail app updated, and so like. It does kind of like the YouTube subtitles where it kind of like tries to spell out and write what the voicemail says,
Yeah.
and the voicemail said, "Hello, Mr. Wide Box." So
wide box. Thank you. Wide box.
I was like, yeah, it is a wide box. When I first saw that, I was like, are they calling me fat? Yeah, it was like, yeah, you can come get that whenever you want. And I went in. It was so awkward coming in there because I was like, yeah, I'm here for the cardboard cutout. Which one? The guy looked at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? You want our shit? And they pretty much took it into the back and to hold it for me. And the guy brought it out. He's like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I guess this is it. I'm like, yeah, that's it. And he pretty much gave, like, the electronics is in the back of the store, and he's like, there you go. I had to walk around the store with that fucking thing. And he gave me a cart with one of the broken fucking wheels. Carrying around that fucking thing wasn't fun. And people were looking at me like I was fucking crazy, like I just stole it. And I was really, like, because I walked out of the store with just that. And I was really expecting someone to question me. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Just, nope. I got, like, some weird looks from customers, but it was funny. But, that was fun, and now I have it. Okay, we're almost done. Oh god, no, we're not almost done. We have Austin Tucker. He writes questions. He writes lots of them. I'm just kidding. I missed answering Matt Shell's questions. Heyo guys, Austin or Matt Shell 23 back again with more questions. I like your questions, even though there's a lot of them, but that's good because we need to talk about shit. Number 1, what's the most interesting thing you have found at secondhand stores, such as Goodwill and e-thrift stores, etc.? If you found anything, I would explain as an instance I had, but it would take too long. Question mark.
I found a headless movie 1 liter Megatron.
That's pretty cool. I found I don't know how Transformers related it is, but I found it's not really Transformers related at all. I found um they weren't complete or anything, but they were the 12-inch figures of Archer and Major Chip Hazard from Small Soldiers, and they still had electronic stuff. They still worked. I found those, and I was so fucking geeked when I saw those, and those were really awesome. And I found some neat stuff. But my friends told me one day they saw a Unicron there. It was all busted to fuck, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I don't know. That's probably the extent of like the awesomest thing I've seen at their store, and it just wasn't cool or just neat. And I found some episode 1 figures like in box. That was cool. 2, aside from Wyatt watching Kamen Rider Double, would you guys be interested in any other tokusatsu series such as Ultraman, Sentai, or Japanese Spider-Man, or Superman to be technical, or Spider-Man because it's in the Sentai? Question mark. I'll be watching more Kamen Rider, and I'm following. I was going to talk about it, but I'll talk about it next week because I'm sure Jesse wants to end the show. But I was going to pretty much follow up because I know we have a couple people who watch Kamen Rider. I was going to follow up each week with my thoughts of the most recent episode. But I'll start that next week with the beginning 3 episodes, to where I'll actually have an opinion I can form of the direction, not direction, but of the characterization of the show so far. But yeah, I've seen Ultraman, not all of it, but I've seen it. I don't care for Sentai, especially because I don't know. The only ones I'm kind of interested in are probably Gokaiger because it just looks like a really fun show. It has character, and the thing with Power Rangers is Kamen Rider, from what I've seen, has a shit ton more team aspects than Sentai and Power Rangers. But yeah, I'm interested in others. Jesse, do you want to watch Kamen Rider or Sentai?
No.
Okay. Question number 3. If it's not too much trouble, if Jesse still hasn't seen it, could we get a live reaction of Jesse watching the Transformers parody from Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt? Question mark. Again, if it's not too much trouble, by the way, if this happens, I'd recommend watching the dub because of the Funimation, because of what Funimation did with it. Dub or sub, either way, keep doing what you're doing. Peace. I'll link you these. It's up to you to do what you're doing with them. Okay.
All right.
Here, hold on. Jesse, here's the dub. And
I don't even understand what these are.
Panty and Stocking is a really funny show about these sisters who pretty much one uses her panty and one uses her stocking, and they use them as weapons and they fight evil. It's pretty much not a parody show, but it kind of is very little stories, very fun. I've seen it twice. It's neat. All right, now last one. Alfaro Rigo. Number 1, what's your take on rising deluxe class prices? We talked about that. It's fucking stupid because I don't mind spending $50 on a good Generations 2010 Generations or classics figure, but when it's Prid Bumblebee, you can go fuck yourself. So if they were higher quality toys, I would be more than happy. But the way it's right now, they're increasing the price, decreasing the size and quality. No. No, thank you. What do you think?
It's bullshit.
Okay. Number 2, have you guys seen the ongoing Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon?
Nope.
I've seen a couple episodes, and it's okay.
Nope.
I don't know. It's just a weird show. Nothing bad about it. It's just weird.
I have not seen it. No interest in seeing it.
It's weird. It has Coulson in it. It's weird. I don't know. I kind of think it'll be in continuity with the Avengers cartoon coming out. That's going to be in continuity with the movie, which I do not like.
It's going to be?
Yeah.
That's
it said
weird.
That. I don't like that because the movie universe was given its own universe. It's called the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I don't know. They can have an Avengers cartoon. That's completely fine. I just don't want it to be in continuity with the movie. I want that to be its own thing. I'll watch it still though. Send from my iPhone. All right, that's it. Questions are done. I'm tired.
Huh? You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the other podcast I'm co-hosting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now I'm talking.
Get back. Now you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm tired, man. We've been busy all day.
It was a good show though.
Fucking shit up. Yep.
It was 2.5 hours almost.
Oh God.
Hey, we came back. Yeah, you don't do. I'm not doing that because I swear if I do it, I'm gonna pass out. I'm serious.
Seriously, do it until you pass out.
No.
Please. That would make for so entertaining fake radio.
Fake radio.
Yeah, just do it.
Just like and pretend to pass out.
Yeah, no, for reals.
For reals, bunny ears.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
God damn.
I'm lightheaded. We're on. Alright, follow me on Twitter, Anchavator. Follow my, or what the fuck, watch my reviews. Subscribe to me on YouTube.
Send emails, email questions, discussion topics to
Primecast Q&A.
That's Primecast Quanda, primecastqa@gmail.com. Thank you everyone for watching and listening. Hopefully Anakin, Vader, Wyatt doesn't go missing in action again next week.
And hopefully I don't die from doing that too much. I have a headache now. And if I had annoyed anyone, sorry, but it was fine. It was fine.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
See ya.